Catherine Hempfield. Katie Host. Erin Kelly. Victoria Kelly. Taylor Mellinger. Allie Nato. And Allie Rose. And now for the announcement of tonight's senior players.
Senior
Kevin
players.
Robichaux Jr.
Kevin Robichaux, outside linebacker.
Alex Boucher.
Alex Boucher plays outside linebacker.
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson plays wingback and defensive back.
Connor Dubois.
Connor Dubois also plays wingback and defensive back.
Adam Wilkinson.
Adam Wilson plays safety and wingback.
Shane McEachern.
Shane McEachern plays cornerback and wingback.
Dylan Walsh.
Devin Walsh.
Michael McAllister.
Mike McAllister, our quarterback.
Jacob Dion.
Jacob Dion, team captain. Outside linebacker.
Patrick Zeff.
Patrick Zeff, kicker.
Matthew
Tight
Furlong.
end. Matt Furlong, defensive lineman and offensive lineman.
Philip Giandello.
Phil Giandello plays halfback and nose
Alan
tackle.
Rankin.
Alan Rankin, special team specialist. D-line,
Josh
offensive
Yancey.
lineman. Josh Yancey, offensive lineman, defensive lineman.
Jacob Cushing.
Jacob Cushing, defensive line and offensive line.
William Luzanari.
Luzanari plays outside
Sam
line.
Gray.
Defensive line and offensive line. Sam Gray, offensive line and defensive line.
And Jack Connors.
And Jack Connors, defensive end and tight end. Or sometimes a wideout. Hi, Jerry. Jerry's here.
Quite a crowd out there, huh?
Yeah, senior night is always a fun night.
Right.
Jerry.
They started a little early on me, obviously.
No, that's okay.
Here we are.
Well, you announced the senior girls, cheerleaders who
Yep,
are having
everybody.
a spectacular season.
Yep.
As well as the senior boys who are also having a great season.
It's been a good year.
It's been a great year, Jerry.
Yeah.
These kids are really put it all out in the field. They've taken a few knocks here or there.
Yes.
Last week wasn't very kind to them. But every
Well,
week's a new week.
Right. Absolutely. Well, we're in an interesting situation. How do they play tonight? Both teams. How do they know they're going to, for all the information we have, they're going to play each other in the first game of the playoffs in a week, whatever
Right.
it is. So how do you play this game? Do you think you give away anything by playing all out and using all the abilities you have? You give it 100% no matter what. That's not my point. The point is, what do the coaches show, not show? A blowout won't look good for next week, but on the other hand, a close game will. A win would be. I mean, what would you, Roger? What would your thought process go here?
Well, Jerry, it's interesting that you asked me that question because I spoke to Coach Lozon earlier today, and I asked him the same thing, and he said, we really have nothing to lose, and they have everything. I mean, they're trying to guard their undefeated season, so he anticipates that they're going to do everything they can to protect that undefeated season. He said he thinks the whole thing will be a feeling out process most of the game, and that both teams will probably save something for the playoff game, which is interesting, and I get it. I mean, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket and show everything, but in my opinion, both teams have studied each other on film extensively. They know
enough about each other.
You can only hide so much. They may have a special play here or there that they'll save for next week, but I think it'll be an interesting.
So they'll
game.
just go about playing a game as
play.
normal. All right, we're going to right now, Raj. We're going to go to the opening, and we're going to start the action as a beginning of our broadcast.
Let's give a round of applause to all of our on your future endeavors.
All right, we're back. This is the official. We have to go through a official opening, ladies and gentlemen. This is an official opening, and I'm still Jerry Galesian. And Roger Sampson is still to my right, and we're still here to enjoy the evening with a group of people that we want to enjoy with us out there in the comforts of your living room. So here we go. Beautiful. Field looks great. All that rain, actually, we needed a rain, so I suppose it didn't hurt the field at all, just to make it stronger ultimately.
I tell you what, the grounds crew has done a remarkable job this year as opposed to last year. We were in drought conditions last year, but this year we've had plenty of water. The field looks fantastic.
The night itself is a typical fall night.
Absolutely.
I don't know if we've been able to say that much at all this year.
No,
it's a typical fall night. I'm going to say it again.
Yeah, but the good thing is this year, all through the season, we haven't had any really wet games.
No, not at all. No.
Not torrential down.
Yeah, a little bit of drizzle, a little bit of fog there one time, but overall.
And it's pretty dry, so that should limit turnovers, hopefully, and make for a very interesting and competitive game.
Right. What do you expect out of Salem? I don't know if that's a stupid statement or not. Probably is, but obviously expect a heck of an effort and a great offense and a tight, strong defense. Who are we looking at here, in your opinion, that we should keep our eye on, especially with the fact that we're going to see the same people next week?
Well, Matthew Solandano, who's the captain.
What number would that be?
And he's number 1.
Okay.
Plays quarterback and defensive back. And Adam Marown is another captain.
What number is he?
And he's number 21. Okay. He plays running back. And both of those talented gentlemen. Paul Contarano is a wideout.
Right, number 8.
Yep.
Yeah, Paul. Yeah.
And but they have another wideout named Jacob Emerson, who's pretty good.
Okay.
As far as defensively, look for Jake Mullen, who used to play for Londonderry.
Yes.
To play a big role for them. He's played a big role all year. And he's starting center and he's starting D-line. And he came from Londonderry, and so I'm sure he has some interest in spoiling our fun.
He is a senior, too.
Yeah, he's a senior.
Yeah.
We could have used him here. It was sad to see him go. But that is what it is.
Their quarterback over at South Nashua is from Londonderry, too, Holland?
Yeah, Shane Holland.
Yeah.
Sean Holland.
Sean Holland,
He's a
right.
Londonderry boy, but, his parents, he grew up in both towns, Nashua and Londonderry.
Right.
And he was by his father's side, who was a trainer over there.
Very understandable.
Ever since he was young, and he always wanted to play at South, and so that's where he's at.
And
he's had a great season.
His father was, is employed there, so to speak, and all the whole thing, right?
Yeah, and his mother, Michelle, also, 2 wonderful people.
Yeah.
and all the kids went through Londonderry High School except for Sean. So, but you know what? He had a great game last week. He caught us a couple of times with some long passes, got behind our defensive backs, 2 touchdown passes. They had some solid running game going on that took the ball down. They maintained possession. They kept our defense on the field quite a bit, and we got tired.
Yeah.
It was hard.
Well, it's just a matter of
Yeah.
time. I mean, just like we've had games here. In fact, the last game we had that we won, the Alvern, was it?
Yeah.
They tired out in the fourth
Yeah.
quarter. I mean, it happens. When a team is on defense, it's only so much they can handle, especially in high school where you go both ways.
Right.
A lot of times.
The interesting thing that happened against Nashua South was that they had a nose tackle, number 66, who played the double-A gaps pretty strong. And most of our offensive line are juniors, and they couldn't move him out. And that was difficult for us to get JW established.
Right.
And we couldn't. He got a couple good plays up the middle, but for the most part, they shut down those double-A gaps. And the B gaps, the linebackers came up well and really forced us to go outside a lot and try to get some passing going, and we just couldn't get it going. We weren't in there long enough to get a rhythm, you know. So as a result, we came out real short.
I have a bulletin for you.
What's that?
Bulletin.
There we go.
I have been approached on occasion recently, and brought to my attention the JW part. Why JW shouldn't be calling him JW? Because his brother is Weedy,
yeah.
And I expressed the reasons why, and we felt that it was a good idea, and I also expressed that the fact that we actually have talked to Jeff, right, and he has given us the okay. So to that person, if he is listening again tonight, and I will repeat this, but to that person, if he's listening again tonight, anybody else who's wondering, I have talked to Jeff again, and he's very happy with the idea of being called JW. So for any doubters out there, anybody who feels we've just put a label that maybe we shouldn't for some reason, we've got complete permission from the individual who likes the idea. So,
well, you know what?
I just want to get that clear. I'll mention it again during the broadcast. So unless JW himself decides that he doesn't want that anymore, we're very proud. We're very proud because as his individual efforts, and he's only a sophomore.
Right.
So we're working with somebody. This isn't his last year, like it's over.
Yeah.
And
a couple more years here.
That's right.
But you know what? All the Wheatonfeld boys are humble.
Oh, they
great kids.
Good kids.
They just roll with the punches and they work hard.
They
give
absolutely
100%
do.
effort.
Absolutely do.
And I had the privilege of coaching David last year and the year before. What a great kid. Awesome kid. And, they've passed along that to Jeffrey. And so, and I think Jeffrey maybe wants to set his own marks.
Right.
Maybe that's why he likes
And I think he's going to set a few of his own marks.
Yeah,
But, I mean, that was totally up to him, and he's on board totally. So for those who question it, absolutely have every right in the world to question it. But the fact of the matter is the individual himself likes the idea.
He likes it. Yes. That's cool.
And so I just wanted to clear that up, Bob. I won't go into those.
Bob. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. We're down to about 10 minutes before game time, so we've got plenty of extra time here. And with that in mind, we got the opportunity. It's our last game of the year.
Yes, it is.
And I think it's a good opportunity. We can thank all the people who do watch us. Apparently, there are some, besides our own relatives, there are some people that do watch us.
Oh, well, you know what? And we should thank them, absolutely.
We enjoy doing it and bringing it to you, and as long as you're happy with us giving these broadcasts over the many, many, many years, and the guys before us warm up the bus, the whole thing, and have done it for years, and we will continue to do it as long as they allow us to do it. Well, maybe we can expand to do it away from home someday too. You never know.
That would be
when the technology allows us to.
I know. With that said, though, Jerry, I'd like to give kudos to the production team.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome.
We have John Bolio, our producer,
right,
and all the high school kids from Callan Roy's class. I mean, all the middle school kids from Callan Roy's class.
But before that, there were high school kids who were helping out over the years. Yeah.
And we transitioned now to the middle school.
Right.
And these middle school kids from Callan Roy's class have done a phenomenal job. They come in here with a lot of energy, and they just want to help and they just want to learn. And I can't tell you, well, first I'll give a lot of credit to Callan Roy. She does a great job with her class and with these kids.
And they're very polite. They say Mister,
yes,
and things like that. They're very nice that way.
Very respectful.
Yep.
As wide receiver number 10, Jacob.
All right, looking at the field, there's a contingent over there on the Salem side, but not a heck of a lot. I think we'll see him next. Do you have any information at all, Roger, on the game next week, as in respect to time? Obviously at Salem, but I mean, is it a Saturday game, for instance, or
Lineman number 58, Jared.
Or has that not been determined yet?
I'm looking at some notes here on Salem. Salem has only gone undefeated in the regular season twice.
Okay.
Once in 1983 and once in 1995. And in both years, they were the Super Bowl champs.
They went all the way.
They went all the way.
Wow.
So this is an important game for them as far as that's concerned. They want to maintain that undefeated record. And I certainly don't blame them.
Linebacker number 5,
Josh Sabandano. Sabandano
number 9,
had 3 rushing TDs last week. That gives him 29 rushing TDs in his career. So he's a man to look for.
Number 11, Shane McEacker.
And I apologize if I'm saying his name incorrectly.
Joshua Sabanda,
yeah.
number 12. Number 3.
Number 45, Matthew Furlong.
Senior running back, defensive back.
Linebacker number 52, Jack Ogden.
Zach Gibbons is a kicker. He had 3 PTs. He has 33 PATs this year.
Defensive lineman number 75, Patrick Haggerty. Defensive lineman number 77, H.A. Thistle. And linebacker number 84, Jack Connors. The head coach of the Londonderry Lancers is Jimmy Lozon.
It's good to see Jack Connors go out there as captain today.
Yeah.
He's had a really good season. He's been pretty solid at defensive end.
He's class a receiver, a wide receiver.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jack's got a lot of energy.
Yes, he does.
And he has no problem expressing his opinions.
You know he has a nickname. You know what that is?
I know, but do you know? I'm listening.
It's Wampa.
Wampa.
Wampa. He likes to be called Wampa. He's a fun kid.
Yeah,
he has a great attitude.
He is. Yeah.
But he's had a good season, and the way Coach Lozon did it this year, he had picked one captain, one permanent captain, and that was Jacob Dion, number 24.
Right.
And then every week he sends someone out there who had a great game, who's earned captaincy for that
to go out to the middle of the field and have that privilege. Yeah.
Yeah.
John, how many years you been doing this? John puts his hands in the air and does not give me a number. Pick a number. 30 years, John Bouliak. 30 years of producing, and before that, going up the ranks like all these other kids around him. And look where it's got him, working with you and me, Roger. Wow.
Hey, just
we're having a little fun, folks.
Inform the people about the playoffs. And
okay,
how that
right. That's what I want. Yeah.
Give
them the breakdown. That'd be great.
Basically, the way it works is the conference winner in the division goes to the playoffs. So Winnicott is 8-0. They go. Goffstown is 7-1. They go. Salem is 8-0. They go. And Nashua South is 6-2. They go. They are the 4 conference winners. After that, it goes by who's second. And Exeter is 6-2 with a rating of 11.75.
And what's that mean, Roger?
Well, the rating takes into account points and and your competition and who you played with their record, I believe, that states your that gives
So it's
you,
a formula.
yeah,
There's a formula.
It's a
that makes
formula.
Okay.
It's different. This is a change over the previous years. Basically, it used to be all win-loss. At any rate, that puts Exeter in at 11.75. That puts Pinkerton at 14. And the next best team with point rating is Londonderry with 10.75. Everybody else is below. So even though Central is second in the North Conference, they only have, with 5-3 record, they only have an 8.5 rating. So that's why Londonderry is in.
So that's why okay. So by ratings and also by record, actually.
Record and rating.
Yeah.
So
puts them there.
Manchester Central is 5-3, but Londonderry is 6-2. They have the 10.7.
So out of the teams that have got in the whole playoff picture, Londonderry is the lowest rated of all the
Lowest
teams
rated,
that got in.
they'll play
I'm not
the-
taking anything away. I'm just saying that's how the system it works,
Right, and they're going to play the highest rated in
Right.
the Southwest bracket.
which is their bracket.
Right, which puts them number 4 against number 1. Number 1 is Salem.
Have you got anything on when it's going to be? I believe it's next Saturday, but I'm not sure what time.
I'm not
We
sure
got
what
the
time it
details?
is, but we can find that out, Jerry.
Yeah, we
before
definitely.
get
Oh,
off the
absolutely.
air.
Get off the air. Absolutely.
Yeah,
We'll have that for certainly by the second half.
And in the East-North bracket, that puts Winnicott at number 1, and the number 4 team would be, let's see. I believe number 14.
Have you seen Winnicott play at all, Roger? I haven't, ladies and gentlemen. I have not seen them play, and I hear they're quite the team. I'm
Well,
just curious.
They run that option. They run that triple
Right.
option. Alphont has run that triple option for years in Winnicott. And when you have a good quarterback and some speedy guys, that option is difficult to defense. So your triple option meaning he has 3 different ways that he can go there, and you suck that defender in, you keep or you give, and they're 8-0 and they're pretty good.
Yeah.
They have a 17.75 rating. They have the highest rating in Division 1.
Wow. That's impressive,
Right.
to say the least. When we're talking teams like Salem and
That's right.
and South Nashua and
That's right.
and Pinkerton,
They've
teams
scored
like that.
142 points, and Salem has scored 132 points. So I'm trying to figure out who the number 14 here is. It looks like the number 14 in that bracket is Manchester Central. So they would play Winnicott in the opener, and Exeter would play Goffstown.
It should be a good competitive playoffs, and they continue to try to refine the system in which we work under. This has changed like 3 times in the last 3 years,
it's
3 or
always
4 times.
adjusting.
And I don't know what they'll finally. This is probably not what they're going to settle on. I mean,
No,
if they're looking to try to get it as fair as possible. And
For a lot of our alumni out there, they'll recall that we used to have 6 divisions in the state, and they changed that dramatically and created Division 1 with 4 conferences and Division 2 with 2 conferences, and Division 3, I believe, would I think it's just 1 conference. And I don't really pay that much attention to it. I can pull
Right.
up here on my phone in a second here.
Right. We're getting down to
But the bottom line
game
is,
time.
what happens is, Jerry, every 2 years, or maybe 3, the NHIAA reviews it and realigns the divisions and the conferences based off win-loss records. So it's always changing.
Always. Lancers are now, as you can see, running out to the field. And as Kevin said, for the last time this year on a home field. And we'll be running out into Salem's green pastures of football next week. But the job to do this week is to try to establish with Salem more than anything else that they are a worthy opponent in the playoffs. I think that's a good way of putting it, Roger. Londonderry has to establish it's a worthy opponent. Doesn't have to, but would like to establish they are definitely a worthy opponent in the playoffs.
Whether Londonderry wins or lose, they have to show that they can compete here.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a win, realistically,
right.
But more importantly, just as importantly, we're looking for an effort that gives the opponent, in this case Salem, food for thought, as they say.
Actually, yeah, absolutely.
Look at this line. All seniors coming out for the flip.
To that point, Jerry,
and the back judge is Kyle Snow.
like Coach Lozon said, they're trying to guard their undefeated record, and all Coach Lozon wants to do tonight is play hard, play fast, not make too many mistakes, and be competitive.
That's Dion out there, Jake.
Yeah, Jake Dion, the senior captain.
Yep, and all the seniors are standing in the line between the 30 and 40-yard line.
I tell you, that young man, Jake Dion, he was the captain of the freshman team, and now he's the captain of the senior team.
And there is a reason why you become captain. There are several reasons, actually.
Absolutely.
And they're all positive reasons.
Well, you know, this is a great senior class. They're all coachable kids. They all work hard. They take their work ethic seriously. But they enjoy each other's company. They have a good time, and you can't ask for more than that. They put it all out in the field, and they have a lot of respect for Jacob Dion, who had some adversity this year, Jerry. He had broke his thumb.
Yep.
And he missed the Pinkerton game.
All right, it looks like we're getting started all right. We haven't had the national anthem yet, so we got. However, they flipped one to Salem. Salem deferred and picked a kick. Decided to kick.
Okay.
And they're going to. Salem will be covered to our right. Londonderry will be covered to our left. National anthem, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
By both the Salem Blue Devil High School Marching Band and the world-renowned Londonderry Lancer Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Andy Susi.
Wow. It really brings a chill to you.
They do an amazing job. I've been to a lot of ball fields, Jerry. No one plays the national anthem as well as our band. And that's a tribute to Serge and
Ladies
Andy,
and gentlemen,
of
the
course.
Lancers would like to congratulate all Wildcat football teams for making it into the playoffs for the first time in Londonderry's youth football history. Congratulations, Wildcats. Wildcats today, Lancers tomorrow.
Kevin come up with a great line. Wildcats today,
I know.
Lancers tomorrow.
Well, that's the reason why he's been doing it for 20-something
Yeah,
years.
right.
I know.
All right. Ask? Yeah, I have a question, Roger, if I may. I don't want to embarrass you in front of the millions that are out there watching this broadcast, but that can't see it. But the hat. bandana, or what will you want to call that that's on your head?
Well, this is a Supreme bandana that one of the seniors asked me to wear tonight.
Oh,
Alan
isn't?
Rankin said, "Coach, will you wear the Supreme bandana?"
And there it is.
And so I
all
told him
its
yes,
glory.
I would wear the Supreme bandana.
And the kickoff. Here we go.
When we get a chance, we'll get them to
bobbled a little bit by. I'll tell you in a second.
Connor Dubois
16, yeah,
with the
Dubois up to the 16, ball on the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. Usual lineup for the Lancers, I assume.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what the key here is? Let's see if Mike McAllister can get something going in the air and give this defensive team something to be concerned
Right.
Right.
Right. I'll tell you one thing. I don't know if we mentioned enough. Don't shoot him, but take a picture of him with the camera. We're taking a picture of us so you can see the bandana.
Wanted me to wear. I
Shoot.
coached him as freshmen, and
Hi, everybody. First play, we get back to football. It's a nice running play, some decent yardage, about 4 yards. Johnson on the carry. Pick up actually about 6 yards. Second down, and looks like a long 4. 2nd and 4.
that's a good job right there, Jerry, right off from the get-go.
Right.
Gives them a little bit of confidence.
We're on the way here at Lancer Field for the final home game of the 2017 season for the Lancers, who will be going into the playoffs next week against this same Salem team.
Adam Wilkinson split to the right, senior wide receiver.
Ball's on the ground, picked up, and actually a loss of about 2-3. You can't do that against a team like this. You got to be real crisp, but it's early. Let's maybe a little cool out there. I don't know, but ball sits on the 32-yard line. It's around 5 yards to go. We'll call it 3rd and 5. The ball's on a 21-yard line. Let me get that right.
Little heads-up play by Connor Dubois there, picking up the loose ball.
Yes.
And advancing it forward.
What I was going to try to say earlier, and I'll try to say when I have an opportunity, about the quarterback, McAllister. Great year he's had.
Oh, fantastic year.
All right, roll out. Rolling out. The pass by McAllister. Oh, looked like he was hit too soon, but no call on the play. Have to kick the ball. It would have been enough for a first down. Pass.
That's that feeling out process we were talking about.
Yes.
Put it in the air, make those guys think that, okay, they can go to the air, make the coaching staff of the other team guess what
Be concerned about that, right. All right, back 4 was number 10. He'll have to give us a better angle on that. For Salem, I'd like to be able to give
number 10.
It is number 10 for Salem.
Quarterback for them.
That's Emerson. Emerson lets it bounce. Takes a Londonderry. It takes the Salem bounce up to about the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Salem on their own 44-yard line is where they spotted. 1st and 10 Lancers.
It's great field position for Salem.
Yep. It's good field position. Start off with something that we're going to be tested right off to show some real grit and determination of keeping them where they are. 1st and 10 Salem.
Right. And the one thing about the Salem team here, Jerry, is there's some really good team speed. They're pretty fast. Let's see how our defense does.
I don't know if you could really point out a specific weakness on a Salem team, to be honest with you. Man in motion is handed the ball, and he fights his way for about 4.
That's Mbadana.
2nd down and 6.
Sabanda.
2nd and 6 on the Lancers 47-yard line. Salidas with another tackles. I don't know how many tackles Salidas had this year, but he's had a ton. 2nd down, 2nd and 6. Salem early on in the first period, first quarter. Man in motion, faked, first man through, right up the middle. Only 2, maybe 3. We'll give it to him, maybe 2 yards and bring him up to around the 50-yard line. It'll be third and 4.
It'd be great if we could get a 3
Wow.
down here, Jerry. That would be an excellent.
Yep,
That would be really great for their morale.
Already got a big play. I mean, the way you look at it, this early in the game, 3rd down. And quick snap, handoff number 3, goes through the hole, and I don't think he made it. It's going to be 4th and 1. Again, it's a matter of marking. I have to make it terminate, but I'd say it's 4th and 1. I assume they're going to show their might and attempt to go for it.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up.
Well, they're over the
4th
50,
down
Jerry,
1
and
for Salem.
Right. Down at the 46, 47-yard line of the Lancers is 4th down. A big early 4th down. Yard to go.
Lancers have to penetrate
Salem comes
here.
out. And a quick handoff out and back. And he's hit once, twice, 3 times. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I think the referee has given him a break on this. I really do. I didn't, but again, we don't make the call. They're giving it to him by a half a yard.
Wow, that was close, Jerry.
Wow.
1st and 10. Ball is on the Lancer 45.
Anyhow,
stacked
1st and
them
10,
up, but
45. Yep,
Stacked them up good, but it looks like his forward progress gave him the ball, gave him the first down.
Quarterback for Salem is Sabanda. I believe that's the way you pronounce it.
Sabanda, yep.
Is number 3.
Running back.
But he's taken. Number 1 was
they had him
quarterback.
there.
And number 3, Sabanda, is the carry, and he breaks free, and he's going to go all the way already. Oh, a clip from behind there, but no call.
And it's a
Touchdown, Salem, and that was Sabanda on the carry. The quarterback is Soano.
Sabanda came around the right edge off a handoff.
Yep.
He cut it back to the inside.
He broke a couple of tackles.
He broke a couple tackles, and it was a short field, and he got the touchdown.
If somebody would have said to you, how do you not want it to start? I think we just seen how we don't want it to
Well,
start.
you know, the Lancers had an opportunity to stop him on 4th and 1.
That's
and they
true.
gave it a good effort.
Yeah, right.
But the next play, they give up.
Well, as broken tackles. I mean, he had a gain, but he should have been tackled way before he broke through completely. But I guess, you got to look at it. I got to keep myself from looking at this and then looking at it next week at the same time. Kind of like,
I know.
The penalty was
Neither team wants to go into
contact.
next week with injuries either.
Yeah.
So,
All right, going for the extra point, number 15.
because technically, the game really
Gibbons
doesn't matter.
Doesn't have any mana in that sense, no.
As far as Londonderry is concerned, as far
Yeah,
as Salem
that's
is concerned,
good.
They just want to maintain their undefeated season.
Right. As soon as they come up the field, it's Salem 7, Londonderry no score. All right, well, I got a moment. I want to bring up somebody that I admire tremendously and who again, is about to do something spectacular, as she always does. Katie Sullivan and Pay It Forward gang.
Oh,
They
my
are going to
goodness.
host again this coming week from this Saturday, the Veterans Breakfast, which will be the
Absolutely.
5th year they're doing it. As a veteran and as my good friend Roger here as a veteran, I think I can speak for him and say how much we do appreciate it and what it means to us.
Absolutely,
And
Jerry.
Katie, I love you, kid. Do a lot of great things, and amongst them, this is amongst the greatest. This breakfast and this comradeship and this bringing the veterans together and all that goes with it, and the gifts you give, and more importantly, the love you all give, and the students, phenomenal. See as many as 40 students were taking their Saturday and doing what they're doing that morning. There aren't words to express my feelings, and if I may, for my son Mark, feelings of what you're doing. I can only say, and from the deepest part of my heart, and I'm sure Roger's too,
Absolutely.
we thank you. All right.
A lot of work that goes into that, Jerry,
Yep.
and I don't think people understand. But, they solicit 60
Number 15, Zachary Gibbs,
baskets
set to
made for the
kick off.
veterans, all donations from businesses and community people.
Ball's in the air, excuse me, Roger. Received by one of the upmen. And he's got himself a nice game. And I think that actually was JW.
JW. And
Jeff
anyway, they
Wiedenfeld.
Return was number 12, Jeff Wiedenfeld.
these pay it forward kids, they make phone calls.
Oh.
They call every veteran
check
in
and
town.
invite you and everything. Everyone,
invite
right.
you.
It's yep.
It's amazing what they do. So I was in Katie Sullivan's office the other day, and one of the young ladies...
You in trouble again, Roger.
Oh, yeah. No.
Okay.
One of the young ladies came up to me and practiced her...
What she was going to say on the
what
phone
to say
type
on the
thing.
phone, yeah.
I love it.
It was
I
a lot
love
of
it.
fun.
All right, McAllister calling the count. The singles and the snap. Straight ahead. Head on. Pick up a 3. Maybe 3. We'll give him 3.
It'd be nice if we can get JW established here.
Yeah.
Number 12, Jeff Wiedenfeld.
If they could establish a running game, they could make this
Yes,
a
they
good
can.
situation. Yeah.
All
All right, second down, and we'll call it a long 7 or a short 8.
Now, you know, Salem and everybody in the division has been keying on JW.
Oh, and rightfully so, and understandably so. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. Second down. And on the board, they got it 8, so we'll call it second 8. Ball set on a 39-yard line on to Lancers. Good field position, good opportunity to move the ball.
Twins left.
McAllister
twins
calling
right,
a number.
back.
Low snap, down, quick pass. Oh!
Gotta make the pass.
Had Johnson right open, but he kind of threw it a little wide.
McAllister's pass is incomplete on the
These
play.
plays are
Intended for
important
number 6, Ben Johnson.
because of what you said at the beginning. We have to show them that we can play with them.
That's right.
And a simple play like that, which was wide open,
Yep.
and you can't give up that opportunity.
And generally, Ben's pretty solid. He's got good hands.
Yeah. I think it was
but-
catchable, but the ball was off, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that I don't think he was expecting it coming at him that fast, maybe. I don't know.
All right,
There's a lot
third
to go
down.
into it.
Third and the long 8, a shot 8.
Single back again with twins left and twins right.
Twins right. Yep. Back to pass again. Goes back to the same kind of pro. They should get us a first down. Up to the 48-yard line of the Lancers. It should be first and 10.
Tyler Cahill.
To number 4, Tyler Cahill.
Another up-and-coming Lancer. Real up-and-coming Lancer.
Yes, he is.
Oh, boy.
Good for a Lancer.
I teased him. I got to call him a bowling ball because that kid
He
is
look, yeah,
solid.
it gives you that impression, right?
Ball is on their own 48-yard line.
That's
First and 10 Lancers. Controlling the ball now. That's good. That's what you got to do. And it's quick up the middle. One hit. Fake. Fake.
by Mike McAllister.
Mike is key, looking for running room. Beautiful fake. Fake me out, which is not hard to do,
Number
but fake.
16, Mike McAllister,
Nice little
on
gain
the
of about
80
6,
yard.
maybe 7. We'll give them 6.
Tackled by
If
number
they can
20,
get
Jared
5 or 6
Bosworth.
yards on the first downs, that goes
That's
a long way
outstanding.
to
Actually, they give them 5. Second down and 5. The ball sits on the 47-yard line of Salem. We're coming down 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Salem
that goes
has
a
the
long-
lead at 6
right.
nothing, 7 nothing. Excuse me.
That goes a long way to maintaining a drive, and we'd like to see him come down and answer the call here.
Man in motion, Cahill. Fake. Over. Nice little handoff. And, of course, JW just won't go down and brings the ball all the way up to what looks like a first down to me. Yes, they marked it first down. First and 10 Lancers. They're driving on Salem's 42. Up. McAllister coming off out of the huddle a little bit to get the call that they want on this play. First and 10. The ball sits on the 42-yard line of Salem. We got a good, exciting game going here with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Beautiful night here at Lancer Park. Beautiful fall night.
Trips right.
Okay, a pitch to JW. Trying to go wide. Getting yardage. Getting more. Drives himself all the way up. Nice gain.
Jerry, that's been a bread and butter play for the Lancers all year.
Gain of 6 on a play. Be second down and 4. And as my friend Rogers said, you can get 5 or 6 on first down. You're in business.
Yep. They've been running that play all year. They have 3 receivers to that play side. They seal the edge and they give the quick toss, and they pick up 6 or 7 yards every time. And I'd like to see them continue to do that.
All right, got second down and 4 Lancers. Ball sits on around the 35-yard line off Salem. The snap. Quick handoff to our man, JW. Picks up about, we'll give him 3. Hey, give him 2. 2 or 3. It's up to where they mark the ball, where they say he was down. Looks like they're saying around the 33-yard line, which means it should be third down and less than 2. Third and less than 2 is what I'd call this.
Third down short. They're in fourth down situation here in field position. So they have 2 plays to get those 2 yards.
Third and less than 2.
Third down and 1.
And Kevin says, "Oh, is the flag on it?" Oh, keep it going. They tried to draw him offside. They didn't touch. And the refs didn't call anything. So they go with the play, and JW does it anyhow. Nice game down to the 25, and the Lancers, 26, and the Lancers are moving here on Salem. Mainly on the ground with one nice pass.
JW did a good job protecting the ball.
Right.
They were grabbing at it. If he had
Get
taken
him thinking.
another juke step to the right, he had a little bit more open alley, but that's okay. He picked up the first down and more.
27-yard line.
First and 10 Lancers. Ball on the 27-yard line off Salem.
Twins
Run the
left
5.
to the open field.
Man in motion. Johnson gets the fake of the handoff and a quarterback keeper down to looks like the 21. If that's the case, it's a gain of a good solid 5, maybe 6. Here's the replay of that. Fakes the handoff beautifully, finds a hole, drives forward, keeps the legs moving, and brings it down. 5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5 on the 22-yard line of Salem. Ball control, ball control.
Well, and again, they're picking up big yardage on 1st down.
Right, that's the key.
And that's been the key to this drive.
A little bit more spread there, Raj.
Wide side of the field is to the left.
Snap, the handoff.
It's
First
a
man
counter.
through, and breaks the tackle. JW. Jeff
Down to the 7.
Wiedenfeld. A beautiful run. Broke a couple of tackles and gained some big yardage. Watch the break on the tackles here. Got to it. There's another one. Finally, from behind, number 21 for Salem makes the tackle. That's one of the top players, Adam Marone, making the tackle on the senior. 1st and 10 Lancers. Ball's on the 9-yard line. Salem, essential that we make a move on this. Control of the whole quarter, actually, almost. Snap.
First and goal to go.
Mike Allister keeping the ball. He's just driving his feet for maybe 2. We'll give him 2 on the play.
Number 16, Mike McAllister.
Bad angle we have here, but to me it looks about 2. They gave him 1 on the board, so 2nd down and goal on the 8.
2nd down and goal from the 8.
Jerry, this Salem defense has been on the field for a long time now.
Sure has.
And that could bode well in the later minutes of this game for Londonderry if they can keep the pressure on.
I don't like the
game.
time the Lancers are taking in the huddle here. They're off the field in the tunnel. The last thing on earth you want is a delay a game right here.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, 2nd down and goal. A lot of time being used, and I think they're
Timeout.
forced to call timeout.
Well, Jerry, that was a
Wow.
good observation by you.
I was
and
really
Coach
nervous.
Lozon noticed it too.
Oh, good move by the coach.
And you know, he called the timeout.
Well, coach and I
needed
are
it.
close, you know.
Yeah.
we're close. I don't know how close, but we're close.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that previous rush by Jeff Wiedenfeld,
Over
he has
1,000.
now become the first sophomore in Lancer history to rush for 1,000 yards in a single season. Congratulations, Jeff Wiedenfeld.
Jeff breaks another record. Breaks a record of several he's going to break for his career's up.
And would also like to congratulate the Lancers offensive line.
Thank you,
who's done a
Veterans
great
Basket,
job
Londonderry
blocking all
District and
season
Town Annual
long for
Veterans
Jeff.
Breakfast, Saturday, November 11th.
Well, that's what we were talking about.
Last year, we had 85 veterans in attendance. Each veteran left with an amazing gift basket donated by one of you. I'm here to ask once again for your help. Big, medium, or small basket, we'll take them all. We will even take gift cards with a personal note attached. Come up with a theme for your basket. Remember to add a personal thank you card to
All
it.
right, quick snap.
The veterans love the
Second
personal
man
thank you
around, going
cards.
around the side of Johnson, and he is in for a touchdown. We're waiting for the refs to officially call it, but that certainly looked at. They're saying he's on a 40 yard. He hit the pylon. That should be a touchdown.
Connor Dubois on the carry
Wow.
for the Lancers.
Roger, watch the replay if we have
Let's
it.
take a look at that replay.
Oh, they did. He had, sure looked like he
He's
had
short
it.
on the one.
It's on a
Is
half-yard
that
Ben
line.
Johnson, was that Ben Johnson?
Ben Johnson,
Third
yes.
down and goal.
Sure.
Maybe they'll give it to Ben
From the
again. It'd be nice to
1
see
yard
Ben
line.
get a touchdown here.
Anybody right now is the way I
I
feel
know.
about it. This is so important for them.
Big
They
shift.
shifted. Big shift. And fumble a loose ball.
Oh, Mikey got
Oh.
it. Wow, that hurt.
Oh, on a tough call at the goal line. It looked like he was in, and then we're going for the field goal. Yeah, I don't blame him. He's lost 7 or 8 on that. He lost a lot on that.
Yep.
I can't see where they mark
You
it.
got to
It's way
come
down
away
the
with
other
points
end.
here, Jerry.
Oh,
You have
yes,
to.
yes.
Loss of 8 on the play.
Wow.
4th down and goal from the 9.
We talked
They
earlier about
shifted and
mistakes.
they on a key play, and apparently somebody didn't get the right number of what the play was. It looks good from here.
The field goal.
No good, no good.
Ah,
is
that
Wow.
hurt.
Well, there's no words for the pain that they go. You got to get out there and you got to stop them and come back down again.
Salem from their own 9-yard line.
Well, Salem will get the
Wow.
ball where the Londonderry was stopped.
Heads are down and shoulders are down. Come on, guys, put them up. Seeing them come off the field. They thought they had that, and I thought they had. I know we have a horrible angle here. You have an impossible angle. You
Yeah,
got
I
a pole
can't
in
see.
front of you. But boy, it sure looked like he hit the pylon. No question about that. I don't know if they hold that in a rule in high school. Ladies and gentlemen, forgive me for that.
Well, pylon is part of the
so, and he hit that. It went flying all over the place. He hit it, and he hit it to his left side. So, I mean, he was to the left of it. And how can it not be a touchdown then? But
let's see if the defense can get the ball here.
Yeah.
They're not going to do it there.
Nope, not in that running play. Nice run. Nice run by number 34.
On the run,
34 is
Pacey, 35. Dominic Pacey on the run. Nice run.
And he's a junior.
Brought them right out of tough shape and put them on the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
1st and 10 with less than 2 to go in the first quarter.
That was a big carry.
Yeah.
A big swing here on possession.
It's a first down and 10.
You got to tighten up. Quick. Oh, fumble.
There's a
Almost
counter.
a fumble.
There's a counter.
And we may have another running touchdown. Amazing.
Counter in the open field.
They have found some holes.
Yeah.
Their offensive line is just blowing us away.
Touchdown, Salem.
2 plays from the 9-yard line, and they score.
Score on the play by number 22.
That really hurts.
The score is
Now, what's Londonderry has to do here, Jerry?
Well, the first thing they have to do is they have to find why they're finding such big holes through the offensive line. That's the first thing. I mean, defensive line. Excuse me. You go through the line like that, get into the secondary of the line that quick. If you got any speed, you break away. You're gone for big game.
Well, it was a counter play, so they got the defensive line to go one way,
but it's not
and
the
then
first.
They hand it off and come back.
But it's not the first time we've seen a counter play.
No,
my point being that this is stuff you see. You see, you hit Roger. You hit it right in the nose earlier in your conversation. They've seen the film 1,000 times. They've seen the, so they know about these things.
Yeah, and they've been coached to
right.
look for
I
it
know.
And see the keys for it, and.
So it's 14-0.
14. It's only the first quarter. There's a lot of time left, to say the least.
That's tough. But you know what Londonderry has to do here, Jerry? They got to drive the field like they just did.
And they got to get points out of it, though.
And they got to get points out of it. And if they can put 7 on the board, you never know what can happen.
All right. Oh, yeah. And the thing is that if you looked at the time of possession,
right,
it's all Londonderry time of possession.
So if Londonderry can drive the field and they can come away with 7, they can get a momentum shift.
They've showed they can move on them. They showed they can offensively attack them and be successful. So there's no reason they can't do that right now all over again.
Yep.
And but finish it off.
And look, hey, Mike McAllister's had some good success running. So has JW. So has KO. So has Ben Johnson and Connor Dubois. There's no reason why they can't do it. Let's see if Londonderry does a little bit of air attack. Maybe some short out routes.
They've been pretty successful on the ground, though.
Yes,
So I mean, it's not like they failed that way. It's key plays. The
bad snap,
on the 1-yard line. And more. Well, it led to the bad snap. You go right back to almost the later game. He had to call timeout. That changed everything. They changed the play at the line. So all that was talked about. So that delay, taking him time too much. If you literally could go back to that to give the reason why the mistake was made. It ended up costing them a touchdown the other way.
Had they just run a play right
That's
from the
it, right. And they'd still have 4th down even if they didn't get it. Right.
I'm with you.
And they needed a half a yard, which I still think he was in, ladies and gentlemen, but that means nothing. Yeah, nice kick. Down to almost the 5-yard line.
JW
looking for running room.
He's got room. Kicking those afterburners.
Nice return by JW.
Listen, and that's a play they need right there. That can get them going.
Get the emotions and the energy and back into them.
That was a good kick down to the 7-yard line, and JW found the open alley on the left side, took it down to the left and all the way down to the
Looks like
43?
40. Yeah, I'd say the 40. I think you're right, Rog. 43-yard line off Salem. Back into Salem territory again. Here we go.
Now, if we can answer in a couple plays, this game would be a good game. It'd be a great game. It could turn out to be an epic battle.
Quick handoff right up the middle for a big gain. Nice handsome gain,
on
6
first
yards.
down.
Again, Wiedenfeld. JAW having one heck of a game now that he's gone over the 1,000-yard mark. He's just adding and adding to it. We're coming down probably to the last play of the first quarter.
Gain of 7 on the play, 2nd down and 3.
And not sure what happened there.
That's a keep
Fake handoff, keep, and
Number 12, Jeff Wiedenfeld.
for maybe a yard. We'll try to be nice, give him a yard.
Brought down on the play by number 57, Jake Mullen.
Good stacked up there in the middle.
Yeah,
Jake
Mullen. Buddy Mullen.
No
Good,
gain on the play.
He's going head up
Third
against
down
Patrick
and 3.
Haggerty. Patrick Haggerty is a junior. And Patrick Haggerty has pretty much kept him at check, and hence all the yardage we've had, especially on first down.
I don't think we're going to get a playoff, Raj.
No.
I wouldn't rush it if I was them. That'd be mistake prone. 2, 1. That's it.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Call,
that
Jerry.
is the end of the
All right,
first
I'll
quarter.
let you have the honors of summarizing the first quarter, Roger. I've always been good like that.
Oh, well, that's very gracious of you, Jerry. Listen, Londonderry came out here, and they weren't afraid. They had possession first. They couldn't get a first down. They punted away. Salem took possession, and Londonderry made them fight for every yard. It came down to a 4th and 1, and Salem got it. And then the next play, handoff to Sedano, and he ran it
Yep, around the end and
45 yards
Yep.
for a touchdown off the right side. He cut back into the middle. That made it 7-0. Londonderry got the ball on their second possession and drove the field. And came all the way down to the 1. We thought they were in with Ben Johnson. It didn't happen. They had to take a timeout because they were taking too much time and would avoid the delay of game penalty. And they did a shift to a wedge on the left wedge, and the snap was a bad snap off to the left side of the quarterback's hands. Though we recovered it, that put us out of that put us in a bad position. It was 4th down, I believe, now and 9.
Zeph missed the field goal.
So we went up for the field goal and we missed it left. So next play, 2 plays later, from their 9, Salem takes it to the house on a counter play, making it 14-0.
Quick handoff right up the middle, driving. Looks like first down to me, but I've been saying that all day. And they're going to call it 4th and 1.
Now after that second touchdown, Londonderry gets the ball back. Jeffrey Wiedenfeld ran it all the way back on a 45-yard scamper off the kickoff,
Gain of 2 on the play.
which is
4th
putting us in
down
this
and
field
1.
position
All
right
right,
now.
we're starting the second quarter off, Roger, in a very critical play already. 4th and 1. Ball sits on the Salem 36. We don't want to give them the ball now.
No, we don't. We need this here. And it's
You can't do that.
yeah, right guard went offside, so
Ball
that
start
puts us in the
offense. It's
4th
a
and long now.
5-yard penalty.
These are the things
Brings
that,
up 4th down and 6.
Now what do you do here, Jerry?
well, because of the situation, I guess you got to punt it out now. It changes everything.
Yeah, so he's going to punt it and make him go deep, but you got to look at what Salem's been able to do on
The
2 plays.
distance, right, doesn't
Nothing
mean
to them,
anything,
right.
right? Whether they're at the 9 or the 39, it doesn't make any difference. They break loose, they go.
So part of me thinks, yeah, you don't give him the short field, but
Yeah,
another
I'm
part
not-
of me
yeah.
says,
Look at it.
what do you do? There's the punt. Wow, down to the 7-yard line.
7-yard line. Okay. And the last one was down to, they took over
Nine.
at the 9-yard line. All right.
You know what? Let's see.
All right.
The defense is going to have
Defense
to step
going to
up.
have to do it right now.
Yep.
Yeah. But again, you can't. I mean, I'm not lecturing. I'm just saying what is common sense. You can't, against a real good team, you can't make mistakes like
Right.
they just did. You can't do
First and
that.
10.
No matter
That
who
was-
you are.
But
No
I
matter who you
want
are.
to say that punt was well executed.
It
play.
really was well executed play. Number 3, did he just get on late on the field? Was that he came from off on the bench here?
Yeah.
And I was surprised that they didn't call him. I guess they felt he ran forward when he went forward, which is good. Saved us another 5-yard penalty.
Shift by the linebackers.
Oh,
and
it looks like the offense moved.
Flag thrown.
That puts them back half the distance of the goal.
Just makes it a longer distance that they're going to try to go. But it's 1st and 15. Good position to be in. Having them down there, 1st and 15. Great opportunity to hold them and get great field position.
Now Londonderry's got to make the stop here.
Yeah,
Don't be
it's up to the
surprised
road.
if they try that counter play because that's what they got the
Of course.
touchdown.
Why wouldn't they? They got nothing to lose on it, even if they're stopped. I mean, they really don't have anything to lose on it. They're up 14-0.
First down and 14.
I just don't like the way our offensive
There's the
line's
count.
been blowing off the line.
Yep.
That's a decent stop right there. Up to the 6-yard line, maybe? Give him a couple.
That was the left wing back, came in motion, got the handoff inside into the
On the carry,
right A
number
gap,
3, Josh
and we
Sabanda.
stopped him there. He picked up a couple yards.
Gain of
Big
3,
number
second
77
down
for the
and
Lancers going in.
That's A.J. Thistle
Official.
going in,
Yeah. Got to get somebody out.
double A gap player. And out comes the defensive end.
Connors.
Yeah.
A handoff to the left side. Try to
Good.
reverse and was stopped. Nice job. Nice job,
stop.
Lancers. Fill in the gaps. Nice job.
Big stop.
Now I'm curious because he hasn't really gone to the air. Is he going to go to the air now
Well,
with the
he's,
third, or is he going to keep it on the ground?
They're primarily a running team, but they
Yeah,
can throw.
yeah.
And here's the thing, our D-backs got
Gain of
burned
3 on
last
the
week
play,
by Sean Holland.
So, yeah.
And they saw that on film,
Right.
so don't be surprised if
Ball is
Salem
on the
tests
9-yard
our
line.
D-backs here.
Look out for Emerson.
We got only have one wide receiver.
Solano calling under the center. Gives a
And he's
fake
rolling
hand.
right.
Rolls. Got his man right open. And down he goes.
Yeah.
47 with the catch.
Well executed play.
Yep, well executed. A rollout to Langmaid. Michael Langmaid with the catch. A play that looked like they had prepared for a circumstance like that. They had, it was well executed, done perfectly. Everybody was in line, and
Yeah.
they got the gain. It's not a play that's made to go all the way. It's played to get that first down and get a gain and get yardage after the catch. First and 10, Salem. Quick handoff, number 21. Tries to go into the line and does for a couple. They'll give him 3. 3 yards. We'll give him 3. That's got to be Maroon.
On the run was
Maroon.
number 21, Adam
Looks like
Maroon.
Londonderry's defense is
Tackled on the play by number 54, Ben
they're making
Salinas.
better reads
Yes.
right
Gain of 4
now.
on the play,
And they
second
forced
down
Salem
and
into a
6.
passing situation, though we couldn't stop the play. They forced him into that situation. Let's see if they can do it again.
Handoff deep.
Dominic.
Oh, nice little movement. A little wiggling brings him up to about third and about a half
On
a
the
yard.
run was number 3, Josh Sabanda.
That's Labanda.
So,
again.
who got the
Tackled
touchdown
on the
going
play
around
by
the end
10,
before?
Adam Wilkinson.
3rd and 1. That'd be
Third
nice.
down and 1 for Salem.
We're going to have to get some penetration here
Yeah.
Ball is
right
number
off.
39.
and stop the counter and or the inside handoff.
Another important stop if possible. 3rd down and 1. Salem coming out.
This is
Get
the
him lined up.
quarterback sneak.
We'll see what Soldano does with this ball. And he's looking at the line, puts 21 in motion. Give a quick right up the middle, and
he
big
had him.
hole. Had an opportunity. Looked like somebody had a shot at him at the
Yeah,
line
he
of
had
scrimmage.
him. It just he couldn't make the tackle.
No.
Gotta
First
get his
down,
shoulder.
Salem down to on their own 45-yard line. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Salem now showing a more what's the word I'm looking for when you don't do it all in one play? A more
Attrition.
yeah, the way of going downfield. Quick handoff to 21 again. He looks for a hole. He finds it, ducks under. A missed tackle. And another missed tackle.
As
Oh.
Adam Wilkinson hauled him down there after he gained 20 yards.
Wow.
Had
Brings
Adam
it to
not
the
pulled him
25.
down, that hit
He's
him
got
and gone.
35. Yeah. First and 10, Salem on the Lancer 35. Got to blame that on missed tackles. Had a couple of good shots at him, couldn't bring him down.
All game so far, Jerry. They've
Yep.
had him in the grass, but they just haven't been able to wrap
Bring
up
it-
and
can't
stop
wrap
these
'em.
guys.
Yeah.
If they could finish their tackles, they'd be in better shape right now.
All right, first and 10, Salem on the move. Double
Counter.
handoff inside on a counter. And some good yardage.
That's number 21.
Little push and shove in
Adam-
there. Maybe that'll do him a little good. Who knows?
Adam Brown.
Maroon.
Second down.
Number 3, Kevin
He got 5 on that,
Jr.
Roger. 5 is good. Not for us, but I mean 5 is good on a first down.
Adam Maroon's a captain for Salem.
Right.
He's having a good year.
Yeah, I'd say he looks good. He looks fresh. It's like he's ready to play.
Salem
He's
has a
a
lot of
ceiling.
weapons.
Well, they seem to be run, whether they pass or run, they seem to have the talent and the up front blocking to open up the yardage necessary. And there's the handoff right up the middle, big yardage. It looks like a first down from here. We'll let them make the call.
Josh Maroon.
Josh Maroon on the
He's a
carry.
sophomore. That's Adam Maroon's
Brought
brother.
down to the
First
play
down,
by
Salem.
52,
Ball
Jack
sits on
Hawkins.
the 23-yard line of the Lancers. Salem's pushing. Lance has got to put up a stand.
Ball is on the 23-yard
The Alamo. We got to do the Alamo here, I guess, right? Something like that.
They got to make a stand here. They got to get a stop. You can't.
We don't want it to be Custard's last stand, right?
We can't go into halftime down 3 scores.
Oh, fake handoff. He's got his man open, and it's complete down to the 9-yard line. 10. He puts it right on the 10. Out of the 10-yard line. First and goal at the 10. First and 10 at the 10. They're saying first and 10 at the 10.
The one thing you notice about Salem is they execute very well.
First down and 10 from the 11-yard line.
Well, I can see from what we've seen this year why they are undefeated and number one team along with Winnicott in the state right now, considered accordingly. It's a solid ball club.
Yeah,
and all aspects of the game.
They have a lot of team speed, Jerry.
Yeah.
Inside
fake
handoff.
Keeper all by himself is the quarterback. And walks in for a really too easy touchdown.
Fake handoff to the inside. Rolls to the left. Wide side of the field. Our cornerback gets stock blocked, and there's no one else there. So
we have a flag, though. Hold it up.
Could be holding
against Salem.
Oh, no touchdowns. Salem holding. Wow, big call.
That's a big call.
It puts a little bit of life into the team.
I think that was holding against our cornerback.
Do you think it was holding? Yeah. Brings the ball up to the 15, is it?
Well, our cornerback was the only guy who could make the play there, and when you got your hands on the outside.
So it's about the only, it seems like, unless somebody's goofing off inside for some reason.
Now, what can Londonderry do with this? Can they continue to stop him?
Well, the ball's brought out to the, I think it looks like the 15-yard line to me.
Penalty results in a first down and 15.
Right. Huge break for the Lancers. Can they take advantage of it?
21.
And
stopped.
Nowhere this time. Nowhere. Tried to go to the same side, and they just went nowhere. I expect a couple of passes now, Roger.
Adam Maroon's having a good game.
Yeah. That was his first time they stopped him solidly. I don't think there was anything on that. It's going to be second down on a 15-yard line. Second. Right.
Listen, if the defense can stop him here, not give him any points, or even just give a field goal, that would be a big plus.
That was a big penalty. It really gives life to what looked like a dying situation, if I may. Man in motion.
Right.
And the motion man gets the pitch, going to the right side, looking for a hole.
Oh,
collision.
Good play.
And there's a pile of people. He got yardage, but he's looks like it's at the 6-yard line, which would make it third down and 5. Third and 5. 2 downs to put it in.
Third down and 6 to go for Salem.
Well, I believe a first down is 5 and a touchdown is 6 because of the half yard, right?
Right.
So I think for first down territory, it's less than 6. So you have to call it 5.
They get to the 1-yard line. They
fake the pitch to the left side. It looks wide open to me. And it is wide open. Nobody over there. There was absolutely nobody over there. See the replay on that, Roger, if there is one. Watch it.
Well, I don't leave the wide side of the field
They
open.
did just take out the left side with no problem, so there's literally nobody in there. He just pitches.
Defensive
and
end
there's nobody
gets
there.
Stopped right there.
The one person that could have even affected the play.
The outside linebacker, defensive end, and the cornerback gets successfully blocked, given the wide side.
Which is great blocking. Everybody did their assignment for Salem, and we couldn't penetrate.
It comes down to one-to-one battles, Jerry. You know, you're taking that guy on one-to-one. You got to shed the block. You got to.
That's not an easy thing to do by any means. No? All right, Roger. I got to ask you the most difficult question of the night. What's the strategy now?
I think the strategy for Londonderry offensively is to continue to do what they're doing. They've been able to march down the field, but they keep shooting themselves in the foot.
Penalty the last time cost them, right?
The penalty and then the turnover.
Yeah, delay a game almost cost them big time.
So if they can get rid of these mental errors, they can climb back into the game, but it's not going to happen if they can't get any defensive stops.
They have a situation with 4:22 left in the first half. They've got to kick off to Salem in the second half. It's essential, I'm going to say it, that they get points in this drive.
They got 4 minutes and 22
points.
seconds.
I don't mean controlling the ball. I mean they need points in this drive to be in this game.
Let's just say there's 4 minutes. They get the possession with
possession and
minutes
score
10
on a touchdown.
seconds.
And score, right.
With 2 timeouts, if they can march down the field and score here, that gives them an opportunity to
something.
go into the at
Second
halftime
half with a little
only down by 2
incentive, even
scores.
though you're kicking off to them. Right, exactly.
It's going to be tough, though. They have to execute here.
Without a doubt, it's going to be tough. If they continue to make the basic mistakes they make, they're not going to. It's just not going to happen.
Now, we had a good return last time. Let's see what we get
And
this time.
This time, actually, considering what happened there with the fumbling of the ball, J.W. did a good return on the ball. He weaved his way up to the 25, which didn't look like he was going to get anywhere close to at the beginning.
Now he's got 2 timeouts with
Yep.
4:13.
And I'm at a point, unless it's deep in our territory, it's 4 downs,
Yeah.
not 3. I mean, we're at that point. You're down 21-0 to the top team in the state, and they get to kick off in the second half. If you just do 3 plays and you got 4th and 2 or something like that, and you don't go for it, you know, what does that tell you? But hopefully it won't come to that.
And I agree with you. And a part of me thinks that instead of punting earlier,
Overthrew a touchdown. 14, is that 14? 44, I mean. Zepp was wide open, ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
All he had to do was drop it in there. He tried to throw a hard pass.
early in the season, they had some good connections and continuity with Mike McAllister and Pat Zeff, but later on, towards the later half of this
Hasn't
regular
been.
season, it hasn't been there.
And the thing is, you may say, oh, well, it's an incomplete pass. Well, a play like that is key because it was going to work, and it was going to work for actual touchdown. Raj, continue to bring that up because of the fact that I don't know if just replaying it in my mind, he had 2 guys literally, and one guy wide open.
Right.
Zepp was gone.
One, Evan Cormier.
You can't. So now they got 3rd and 10. They're going to give it back to
2
him.
on the play. 3rd down and 12 for Londonderry.
Third and
he lost
12
to
now.
he
They have
actually
to
lost
convert
to
or
it,
else
yeah.
they're going to have to punt away.
Right, and
give
Salem will
the
make
ball
good
with
use.
Good time.
Much too much time.
And Salem has 3 timeouts left.
Yep, they've got everything going for them if we don't get the first down. Pitch, and that's about it. Don't get the call. Don't get the call at all.
Runner was by number 12, Jeff Wiegenfeld.
I don't get the call on that one at all.
No. 4th and 15.
Wow.
They're gonna have to punt it
Well,
away,
we got to
and
punt it
Salem
away.
has-
It's been a tough first half so far. We just got to
17.
play the best we can and hope for the best, and not only hope for the best, but work hard to get the best out of you. It's the
Need a
kick.
good
It's a
punt
shot
here, but
kick.
it's
Shot
short.
kick. Shot kick.
Good bounce.
Yeah. Ball sits on the 45-yard line of Salem. Salem got the ball with plenty of time left. Real opportunity to.
Well, Salem pretty much has the ball
Yeah.
at midfield with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, and they have 3 timeouts.
Right.
The defense needs to get a stop here. This puts them in a tough position
Yeah.
here because they also have to kick off the Salem at the start of the second
exactly. Matt Solano, I guess is the way you'd pronounce it. Senior,
So
quarterback in the team. A very good Salem team. And the handoff just right up the middle to number 34. Gets about 6 on a play. Maybe second down and about 4.
On the run was
I think Coach
number
Pike's probably going to
34,
keep it on the ground.
Dominic Casey, tackled on
Mike.
play by number 3.
Take it down. I don't think he's looking to get any of his players hurt for the playoffs. And he's already got a
Second
comfortable
down and
21-point
6.
lead.
Ball is on the
So I don't look for him to
49.
do anything.
Dramatic.
You know,
They say it's 2nd and 6. He got touched earlier than I thought. 2-minute
2-minute
motion
motion.
is a flag, but nobody's throwing a flag yet.
why aren't they? Yeah.
I think he called a timeout. Okay.
We saw that right away.
Well, just like last week, there
Yeah,
was
I
one
know.
like that, and they didn't call it.
Can only have one man in motion.
Right. There's one timeout used that they didn't plan on using. That's good. That's the best play of the game so far. For about the first mistake they made, just about, except for the holding penalty down there, which deleted a touchdown. But
Should
they
have
got
been a
up to-
timeout, Jerry. As soon as he moved,
They should throw a
There
flag.
should have
Should
been a
have went
flag.
flying in the air.
should have been a flag. How do you not see 2 men moving at the same
I have
time?
no idea. How did they not see it last week either? I don't know. 2 weeks ago. This is a tough one, Raj. It's not, we had two choices. We wanted a way this game could have went. A close, hard-fought game, which makes next week look really competitive, or a blowout, which makes next week look, and more importantly, for the team and attitude and atmosphere and all the things that go with that.
Well, I think one thing that Londonderry can come out of this game, win or lose, is they've played against them now. They know who they are. Physically, they're just as strong physically. Now they know what adjustments to make. And you know what? There's a lot to be said for knowing who you're lined up against, face to face, who you've got to battle against, one-on-one, and beat. And if Londonderry can take that knowledge into the playoff game, because they've been successful moving the ball here, Jerry.
Right, I know. It's been mental mistakes.
Right.
It's been basic football mistakes that have cost them where they are right now. I'm not saying they'd be winning, but certainly they'd be really in this game for sure.
They'd be in this game had they not made some of these mistakes.
Right. Oh, he's going for the bomb. He's got him. Second man down. Number 3, his buddy.
Passing, but he did.
Sabadano. I think Coach wants to blow it away and not have to use a lot of his players in the second half because he's got a lot ahead of him.
Right.
That's not unheard of. Why not use your secondary players and let your guys who've got you there relax and rest so nobody gets hurt? Last thing he wants is his quarterback or his running back to get hurt in a game like this. So he's probably saying to himself, let's get this, and then we get the ball in the second half. Maybe we can make this a running clock. And he's got a good point. He hasn't. Oh, what happened then?
Receiver fell down.
Fell down. Okay, yeah. Because that was his first incomplete pass of the game. How's that?
Soldano, number 1, the quarterback, senior captain for Salem, has been playing a pretty heads-up game. He hasn't made any mistakes. His handoffs have been pretty solid.
Oh, we got a second
and I think
down,
you're right there, Jerry. If he can get another 7 points on the board here, he'll put his seconds in the start of the second half.
Right.
And if Londonderry crawls back into the game, he'll put his starters back in.
Right, he's got options galore. Even though right there he went for a simple handoff. Third down.
24, Jacob Dion.
Dion on attack. Hope he's okay. Somebody's down.
Brings up third down and 10 for Salem.
Clock running. I have no doubt this is going to the air, and either for a first down or a touchdown or an incompletion. One of the three. There it is. This is the rollout. Rollout. He sees somebody. He's got him. And he's down around the 10-yard line. Smelled that from the beginning. It worked before. It's worked again.
That's your old waggle play.
Yep.
Wing T waggle.
Everybody right.
Roll right. All the receivers slide to the right.
Middle. Boom. Slide to the right. He's got plenty of time. He's got 2 timeouts left. I'm afraid our worst dream is coming true. Somebody came over and made a nice saving tackle then.
Yeah, good play.
I can't tell by the. I can't tell them. Maybe the guy's got the.
That was Patrick Zeff.
Nice tackle, Zeff. Nice saving tackle.
Gain of 3 on the play.
He came from the backside. He went straight down the defensive line and pulled him down from behind. That was a good play. We need more of that.
The clock's running pretty good right now. I imagine he want to call timeout after this play if it doesn't go. I'm just guessing, but it makes sense. Quick inside handoff for a touchdown. Seeing that one from the 34, I think was the carrier on that one. Yeah, Pacey. Dominic Pacey.
34, Dominic Pacey. Score is now the Blue Devils 27, Lancers 0.
Well, there's not much we can say about this at this time.
This is tough. This is hard. We had opportunities to make this a tough game.
I think we should talk about the long-range weather forecast instead for the winter. They say it's going to be a mild winter.
I know. What we will talk about, though, Jerry, is the veterans breakfast again.
Yeah, that'd be great.
There is an appeal, people out there. There is an appeal to help Katie Sullivan and the Pay It Forward Club. They need baskets. They need donations and baskets. Come up with a theme for your basket, and remember to add a personal thank you card to it. The veterans love the personal thank you cards. Last year, we had 85 veterans in attendance, and each veteran left with an amazing gift basket donated by one of you. So Katie's here to ask once again for your help. Big, medium, small basket, we'll take them all. So if you can make your basket, bring it together, bring it over to House 4 at Londonderry High School, to Katie Sullivan. The veterans will get it, and they'll be very thankful. And as you said earlier,
And thank you ahead,
Jerry.
Ahead. I want to thank you ahead for doing it, for considering doing
as you spoke for me, absolutely. I mean, I don't miss it. I'm there every year.
that. Yep, me too. Me too.
The baskets need to be brought to the high school by November 7th.
All right. Ball's in the air. Running room on this side. Nice run by J.W. J.W. number-wise has had a good game, believe it or
Yeah,
not.
he has,
For all
and
it's
he's gotten his runs.
Yep.
He's gotten his yardage.
Right.
We just can't get across the goal line. We can't.
First down and 10, Londonderry. They'll start out on their own 42.
Roger, I would go right now with the pass play that I started out last time I had the ball that had my guys wide open for a touchdown.
That was
So
Pat
overthrown.
Zeff on
He's
the
right
left
there.
side.
He's
Yeah.
on the left, same side.
Yep.
Right here. He's on the same side. I would go right back to why not?
Why not?
You got nothing to lose but an incomplete pass at the worst.
There's Pat Zeff on the left,
he's
and it's
going
going
there,
to him.
But he's got coverage this time.
And it's a pick.
intercepted. It's just
McAllister's pass is
he was
intercepted
fully
by
covered then.
Yeah, he was
Completely
covered.
Different pattern. He didn't. The pattern they had before came out, went like that, and would,
That kind of pass, you got to get a little bit more air on it, more
Right.
height,
He just sat there. Right.
and let it drop in to the outside shoulder, and it didn't happen.
I think it's safe to say with 23 seconds, Salem will give a handoff here, and because again, the ball in the second half, they don't
Yeah.
need to create any.
Salem comes right up to the line, boy.
Yep.
They're ready to go.
Yeah. Pitch.
Londonderry's not.
Left side.
And
lot
look
of
what's
running
happening.
room. Lot of running room. Whoa.
You got to have defense has got to get to that line right away. Salem came right up and snapped the ball. They don't need to wait for the defense.
Now they're calling timeout.
Play by number 54, Ben Salinas.
Robert was out of bounds. One of the two.
Good for a Salem 1st and 10.
Well, they
stopped the
right
clock
up.
to set the change.
Yes, yeah. So they're going to stay with it.
And off to the right side. Yeah.
The 45. Nat will end it. All right. All I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's a privilege for us being here and trying to give you this game. I wish we could give you better information. I wish I could give you better numbers. But in the first half, Salem came here ready to play, and they've got a 28-0 lead over our Lancers. Tough first half. There is a second half to play, and I know the guys will come out with their hearts and play as hard as they can to the best of their ability, and hopefully we'll see an exciting second half. Until then, Roger and I will say see you in a little bit. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome the Salem Blue Devil High School Marching Band in color guard. The Salem High School Band is under the direction of Marty Clausen. Drum majors are Allie Ross, Alex Kamal, and RJ Dion. Color guard captains are Katie Arcidiacono and Lily Fisher. The Salem Band hopes you enjoy this year's show, Avatar, The Last Airbender. Ladies and gentlemen, the band would like to thank the Londonderry Lancer Band for the awesome pizza party that they had with them earlier tonight. They also wish the Lancer Marching Band best wishes for their upcoming performance at the Tournament of Roses Parade on New Year's Day. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please give a warm Lancer welcome to the Salem Blue Devil High School Marching Band and Color Guard.
much detached themselves from worldly concerns. Fire is the element of power. The people of the Fire Nation have desire and will, and the energy and drive to achieve what they want. Water is the element of change. The people of the water tribe are capable of adapting to many things. The element of substance. The people of the Earth Kingdom are diverse and strong. They are persistent and enduring. space, it becomes rigid and stale. Understanding others, the other elements, and the other nations will help you become whole.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the Salem High School Marching Band and Color Guard. And ladies and gentlemen, about to take the field for the final time at home this season is your Londonderry High School Lancer Marching Band and Color Guard. This year's theme is Reverse the Curse, a tribute to the Boston Red Sox. Selections include Take Me Out to the Ball Game, followed by Spanish Bullfight and Sweet Caroline, and concludes with I'm Shipping Up to Boston. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, today, October 27th, is the actual date in 2004 that the Red Sox won their first World Series title 86 years after their previous in 1918, which is the theme of this year's show. The Lancers would like to thank the Blue Devil Band for joining them for pizza earlier this evening, a tradition which started in 1994, and they extend their best wishes to their buddy band. As this is the last game of the season, we would like now to recognize the seniors and thank them for their 4 years of service. They include Richard Chen, Andrew Liu, Jackie Allen, Sarah El Puerto, Tony Barberry, Jared Barton, Morgan Bolton, Megan Brown, Jake Caligandas, Patrick Carey, Karen Kavanaugh, Jeffrey Seskowski, Cassidy Conti, Bethany Costello, Nicole Coynoyer, Paul Christian, Tyler Cullen, Sean Daly, Nicholas Demers, Danica Dixon, Esteban Dominguez-Lash, Tyler Dupuis, Josh Fish, Hannah Fitzgerald, Emily Fredette, Jillian Hansen, Joey Harnois, Ben Henson, Joey Hernandez, Andrew Holdsworth, Peyton Nervino, Joe Islam, Jaya Jackson, Andrea Johnson, Aaron Kennison, Ethan Kusier, Morgan Leonard, Megan Marr, Andrew Maynard, Megan McCudden, Patrick McKinnon, Evan Miller, Erica Moore, Maya Morani, Brian Murphy, Victoria Newberry, Tim O'Neill, Ryan O'Neill, Damara Paradise, Brian Parrott, Kira Katayan, Tyler Reynolds, Caroline Russell, Varun Sadir, Rafael Sanchez, Sophia Skasha, Brennan Chabettel, Anthony Shalingo, Patrick Strong, Sean Sullivan, Julia Turk, Jennifer Varney, Abby Whitcomb, and Kira Wright. Congratulations, Londonderry Band seniors. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the band that will represent New Hampshire and New England on New Year's Day in the Tournament of Roses Parade in Pasadena, California, for an unprecedented 5th time, your Londonderry Lancer High School Marching Band and Color Guard.
For more than 100 years, the Boston Red Sox have been the most interesting team in baseball. With a rich and often painful past that has been both complex and endearing, the history of the Boston Red Sox is woven into the fabric of each of the 6 New England states. Its story deeply embedded in generations. Given the successes of the Boston Red Sox throughout the years, it's hard to believe that it took over 8 decades for this team to repeat a World Series win. There was something mystical about this franchise that had lingered since that fateful day in 1919, the day Babe Ruth was sold to the New York Yankees.
Baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, is a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good.
let's hear it one more time for your Londonderry Lancer Marching Band and Color Guard. Folks, now it's time for the winning 50-50 ticket this evening. Tonight's proceeds benefit the high school swim team. Tonight's winning 50-50 ticket number is 3759569. Once again, tonight's winning 50-50 ticket.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
We are back.
We just watched, as you have, an outstanding performance by that outstanding band, Lance's marching band, as we all know, going to Rose Bowl again this year.
Powerful performance.
A powerful performance. Roger and I are back. Roger's got an announcement to make to start the evening off with, second half off with. Here we go.
You look up there on the screen, you can see, thank you to our veterans baskets. Last year, we had 85 veterans in attendance. Each veteran left with an amazing gift basket donated by one of you. So Katie Sullivan and the Pay It Forward Club is asking once again for your help. We need big, medium, or small baskets. They'll take them all. We'll even take gift cards with a personal note attached or not. Come up with a theme for your basket and remember to add a personal thank you card to it. The veterans love the personal thank you cards. I know I do. I know Jerry does.
Right.
She needs all donations and baskets turned into her by November 7th. So grab your team, your club, your class, department, and your friends, and please consider making a gift basket for our Londonderry veterans. You can also respond directly to Katie Sullivan at katiesullivan@londonderry.org and let her know that you're making a basket for her. Like I said, the deadline is November 7th. Veterans Day is November 11th.
Which is a Saturday, which is actually the day that this is happening, the very day that it's happening,
That's
I believe.
right, which is nice.
It's unusual. Yes, it really is. It really is nice.
Doesn't always fall on that Veterans
Right.
Day, but it does this year.
Well, teams are coming back. Actually, back out on the field, back out on the sidelines of the field, and getting ready to start the second half. I guess our job here now is to try and give you a clear picture of what happens here in the second half, but at the same time, try to analyze exactly what it all means, if it means anything, as far as the game goes, and try to take a look at the overall picture for what this leaves our Lancers, what situation and what position going into next week's. Roger, did you find out? I didn't. What time the game is next Saturday?
It's at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock
Salem.
at Salem on Saturday afternoon.
On Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
That's an NHIA event, and all gate goes to the NHIA.
Right, exactly.
Let's talk about what's happened so far in the game in the first half.
All right.
Salem ran to the right 11 times, ran to the left 10 times. They passed all on waggles to the right side. Londonderry was able to move the ball, but they couldn't get any points. They ran to the right 11 times, ran to the left 6 times, and they attempted 2 passes. And that's about it as
Roger,
far as ball movement.
if I may, just interrupting. Pass-wise, I believe Salem's pass quarterback maybe missed 1 pass.
It's a waggle play. He rolls to the right.
No, it's the amount of passes he missed. Was he like 6 and 7 for 7
I see
or
what you're
7
saying.
for 8 or something?
Completions. I think
he
was,
missed 1.
I want to say 3 for 6.
Was that how? I thought
Yeah.
he was much better than that. Okay.
They didn't throw much. They're primarily running team.
Yeah. Oh,
A little
little
dumper
squibble
in there
kick.
for trying to get
And
possession.
covered by Salem at the 38-yard line of their own 38. First and 10, Salem on their own 38-yard line.
Well, that was a big gamble for Londonderry to do.
Gave them great field position. That's the way I look at it. But I guess coach wanted to try something, hope maybe for a little fumble or something, get us on the right side of the ball.
Had the speedy guys up front and see if they could get a tip or on a real short kick, a little pop up there, but it didn't work out.
First and 10, Salem. Man in motion's number 3. Quick handoff to 21. Their senior, who get nice ankle tackle by looks like good old Salidas again. Salidas more tackles, I think, than anybody else on the Lancers this year.
You look at this defense, primarily a lot of them are juniors, and both of those middle linebackers are juniors.
And Donald's in
Ogden
there.
and the Salidas are two juniors to be coming back as senior middle linebackers this year.
Phil Gandello is in there. 48. Yeah, Giandello, excuse me. Quick handoff right up the middle for maybe 4. Number 34.
Simple handoff inside.
Salem.
Number 22, Josh Maroon on the carry.
22, I'll take that back. And it'll be 3rd and 5 for Salem, opening up pretty conservatively right now.
Londonderry can stop him here, not give him any yardage. They'll force him to punt.
Third down, man in motion. Back to pass. Quick pass. Wide open by himself. 24. Breaks the tackle. A lot of running room. Brings the ball all the way down to about the 33-yard line of the Lancers.
It's a big carry.
Yeah, breaks the tackle on the carry.
Off the reception, that was a lot of yardage.
I mean, right.
Yeah.
Caught that pass. Yards after the catch. The famous yards after the catch.
Yeah, Aiden Holland, a senior wide receiver.
Yeah, it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils on the 33-yard line of the Lancers. Same lineup for Salem, same people. Back to pass again. He's confident pass. He's going for the bomb. He's going for it all. Tripped up.
Number 10.
And no call on a trip up. It must have been the turf itself. Must have
Jacob
been the turf
Emerson,
itself.
he was out there.
Yeah, he sure was. That was Sedano on a pass, of course. It's 2nd down. They went for it all early on. So they're going to open up this offense and
Blue Devils
put the knife
quarterback Matt
in.
Soldano has been pretty solid.
He still fumbled until he fumbled just then, but
Right
recovered his fumble, breaks the tackle, but it's finally followed up.
Brought down by Jack Connors.
Connors on a tackle, 84.
Number 1,
84.
Matt Soldano on the keeper. Loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down and 11.
So interesting territory for Salem. They're on the Lancer 34-yard line. A 3rd and 11.
Let's see if they run that waggle play.
Yeah, a sweep or a sweep to the left or right. That's
They've been running that waggle to the right.
and man in motion. Every play they have a man in motion. Is just off tackle and grinding his way for a couple, but that's it. I'd say it's probably 4th and 9. Ball sits on the 31-yard line. 4th and 8, maybe. Salidas again. 4th and see how they mark that. Yeah, 4th and 8. 4th and 8. Ball sits down on the 31-yard line of the Lancers, and it's in no man's territory. Certainly can't go for a field goal, and certainly ain't going to punt the ball here.
Jacob Emerson is split out left, and he's the one that got his feet tied up. And the last pass play, no doubt they're going to the air.
Yep, they just shifted the 3. And the snap and a quick fake handoff, keeping the ball.
Good
Only
rush.
Pass, but he's in trouble.
And that's intentional grounding.
This is interesting what the call is going to be on this.
Yeah, it should be intentional grounding. There was no receiver in the area.
Flag thrown.
That was Phil who got in the game the second half. Now the replay. Let's see if we can see the call on this.
It was intentional grounding called against Salem.
So the Lancers take over the ball. Nice job by Phil.
This could be good for Londonderry here.
Yes.
If they could take advantage of it. They got great field position at midfield here. Now, if they can drive down and score, they could get back in this game, Jerry.
Yeah.
And, they have the talent. They have the wherewithal. It's up to them now whether they want to climb back in here.
1st and 10 Lancers on the 49-yard line, on their own 49-yard line.
And we have the junior quarterback, Evan Cormier in there.
Yep, number 1.
Pitch to the right.
Fake handoff and then a pitch to the right for yardage, maybe one.
To Connor Dubois.
So he's mixing up his lineup here in the second half. He's several different people in.
No gain, 1 yard gain.
He was in.
Of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 9. Ball is right on the 50-yard line.
So that's interesting, changing quarterback.
Well, Evan Cormier he's a good talent. He's
Right.
got a great arm.
He had some physical problems, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he broke his leg on a spiral fracture last year. He was out for a whole year.
The whole year,
He
right.
all got healed up now, and he's looking pretty strong.
Yep. Back to pass. And it's complete.
Complete.
Nice pass. Nice play to
Ben
Johnson on
yeah.
the catch. And a first down, Lances. Nice play on that one. We have a nice pass. Nice soft pass right into it. Evan did a good job throwing that ball, and then Johnson took it in, certain take it. Cormier on the pass. Cormier's a junior, by the way. He's got 1 more year. Good experience for him here, and maybe a change will help. You never know. Cormier, quick handoff, fake up the middle, keeps the ball himself, breaks 2 tackles, breaks 3 tackles, breaks 4 tackles.
Look at Evan go!
And touchdown!
Look at that.
What a run!
Nice run. Evan, he faked the handoff to Jeffrey Wietenfeld, took it along the right side, broke 3 tackles. And he had some blockers in front. Pat Zeff and Jeffrey Wietenfeld blocking in front.
Wow, nice start to the second half for the Lancers. Once they got the ball, they found a way. To their credit.
And it looks like the Lancer offense is responding to Evan Cormier's start in the second half here.
Pitch down. It looks like it's good. Yeah. We got a score for the Lancers, making it 28-7 here in the third quarter.
Now, if they can get another stop.
That was really good. Credit what credit is due. Nobody sat down and says, "Oh, this game is over."
Nope. So Lancers make some adjustment. Coaching staff make some adjustments here, and they get a spark from Evan Cormier, who is quick on his feet, and he finds the open seam.
I think one person should get a lot of credit in this game that will go unnoticed because of the way the game's going. That's Salinas and his tackles. The amount of tackles he's had tonight alone. I know I dig that out of nowhere, but I just want to make sure he gets the credit he deserves.
I've seen 3 or 4 unassisted tackles, and he's been in
a bunch of others.
Yep. But it's been like that all season. He and the Ogden
getting set to kick off.
And 2 middle linebackers have been pretty strong all year for this defense.
Was it Giardello? Is that the way you pronounce it?
Giardello went in at nose tackle.
And made him a great stop on the fourth down.
Gave us the ball.
Right.
So Giardello, they threw him in here in the second half.
So you got a couple of new guys as far as thrown in for this game, and both of them come through.
Giardello has generally been a situational player. He's been playing nose tackle on passing situations, and he's come up with some big plays. There's a huge stop there on the special teams.
On the kick return was number 37, Brandon Wall. And on the tackle was number 5, Alex Boucher. Down in 10, Salem.
We're looking forward to last year's Super Bowl.
Well,
if anybody remembers, and a few people out there do, the Patriots at Atlanta, here we go. We're going to have our own Super Bowl here.
Defense counting up the men, found they were 1 short, pulled them in.
And we need everybody we can keep. And see how Salem reacts to this. Goes right back to passing and completes it for about 8 yards to number 10.
Good stop there by
McEachran. Emerson on the catch. They had several people open. I've seen another guy that was wide open too.
Shane McEachran made a nice tackle there.
This is, in my mind, this Salem is basically saying, all right, enough. We're not going to let you get back in this game. We're going downfield. I mean, that's the
defense,
thought.
They have the talent. They can make the stop.
Right. There's a fake handoff. He keeps it. And he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. He might have got a half yard out of it. It's going to be 3rd down. There's no way that's a first down. It's going to be 3rd down and a solid yard.
Yep.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Well, if they can stop him here, you got to credit
Wow.
Shane McEachran for making that tackle in the open field on the receiver.
Right.
But they got to
Right,
stop
kept
him
him
here.
from only the yardage he caught on the pass. He didn't get any more after the catch.
A lot of men in the box. Stop the
Okay,
run.
quick
There's the
handoff.
inside
Oh,
handoff.
he's that hole again, and there he goes.
No.
This one is brought to the bank. And you know what? They've used that play before,
Yeah,
and it's worked that way before.
Sedano.
Never found a cure for that play.
Sabanda, boy. He's,
Once he goes, he goes. Got a lot of speed.
Sabanda's their #1 guy, and boy, he's showing it tonight.
Yes, he sure is.
That's a, what is that? It's a 75-yard scamper?
Right, started on a 26-yard line, I believe,
Yeah.
so 74 technically. But it's the same. They've used that play before
Yeah.
on several for good gains and one for, and it worked.
Well, they come
High
down.
snap.
They come down.
It's good.
They come down and crack on the end, opening up the edge.
So the score is now your Londonderry Lancers
Sabanda finds it, and he's gone.
Yeah. I guess the question I would ask, what is the correction on that? What is the, I mean, you can't know what's going to happen, but what is the defensive formation that keeps that from happening every play? I mean, you could say, do it every play, do it every play.
I know. But the defensive end, first of all, has to string that out, not get cracked on, fight the block, and string it out, allowing the middle linebackers to come over and help. But because the seam gets shut down, because the end gets shut down right away, and that Sabanda kid is so fast,
Right.
there's no way out.
No adjustment. The adjustment can't be made, right.
You've got to make the stop. You've got to
Initial
hold the
stop
line.
has to happen, is what you're
Initial
saying.
stop, that's right.
If the initial stop doesn't happen, the opportunity of him breaking loose is there.
The outside linebacker, defensive end, they have got to string that play out. They've got to get a hand on him to allow the middle linebackers to come in and clean it up.
All right, 35-7 with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. The 15 kicking off for
And, you know,
Salem.
Jerry, it's a team effort there.
Oh, of course, you got to work together.
Yeah.
Gibbons on a kick. It's a nice kick off to the right. Looks like return. Weedy's going to have a shot at getting it somewhere. He gets up to the 25.
Return taken down by number 20, Derek Bosworth.
Now, what could be possibly happening here with Evan Cormier in there and the way he's been running? They'll start to change their focus and stop Cormier, but that'll open up.
It
Weedy.
should. Yeah, right.
So
we'll see
for
what
that to
happens.
happen.
We'll see what happens. Be interested to see what happens, Raj. Good call. I hope McAllister's not hurt. I guess it's just. I think it's probably just a change to make a change. Okay. Keeping it again is Cormier for a gain. Decent gain of about 5.
No. Who do you guard? Do you guard Wiedenfeld or do you guard Cormier now?
Well, that's
so the
called
defender's got
adjustments.
to make a decision.
Benjamin Guinness.
5 yards off a first down. That's pretty good.
KO's in again. It's good to see him.
Ball is on their own 30.
I'm going to have to develop a name for Tyler. What?
For
for
Tyler
next
KO?
year. For next year, when we do it next year. Yeah, KO, as long as everything goes. Yeah.
I'm still liking bowling ball, but you know.
Well, we could do that. I'll have to ask him though.
He laughs when I call him that.
Quick pass out, complete to KO. The bowling ball who bowls his way right through 4 guys.
I'm telling you, he's a load to take down. Got
Just
great
put his head
hands.
down and bowled his way right through.
He's got great hands. One of the best hands on the team. All year he's been making some critical catches for us, and he shows it right here. He's getting good yak yards after the catch.
All right, first 10 Lancers.
The
We're
Twins
down
left,
less than 5 to go in the
split
third
right
quarter.
motion left.
The
There's
deep,
a toss.
deep toss, a little behind him, held him up a little bit.
To Ben Johnson.
Johnson cut in nicely for some good yards.
Great.
Good job,
First
Johnson.
down.
Run by number 6, Ben Johnson.
Nice toss. Good blocking on the edge. Good stock blocking.
First down. 10.
Ball
Yep.
sits on a
Ball is on the
45.
Salem 45.
Quarterback for Salem is also playing safety, and
Isn't that something, huh?
yeah, he couldn't make the tackle.
I'm surprised. I just surprised he's out there, considering you don't want to lose him.
Right.
You know. And handoff is to
Dubois.
Dubois. He's got running room. He goes wide enough, and he does for about making a third down. Excuse me, a second down and 1. A good 9-yard gain on that.
Yeah, he lost his footing there. I think he could have got more.
Let's see what they marked at. They say it's 8. Second down and 2.
8 on the play.
The Londonderry offense is starting to gel,
Yes,
but they're running out of time, Jerry.
that's true too.
Patrick Zeff split left on the wide side, twins left, single receiver right.
Back to pass, fake, straight ahead. Oh, but this
Quarterback
big guy,
draw.
72, spotted that play.
Yeah,
Brings him down, huge guy.
In the backfield
72.
by number 72.
quarterback draw didn't get the first.
Gain of 1 on the play. Third down and 1.
3rd and 1, 4 down territory no matter what. 3:20 left to go in the third quarter. Score 35-7. Blue Devils. Might be a good time to fake the handoff where you need 1 yard and go for a bomb. Oh, it's a quick handoff, a quick throw, and
I don't think he got it.
it's a real question where they mark it. It's going to be 4th and about half a yard. JW couldn't quite make it there.
Well, they have to go for it.
Oh,
now.
yes.
Little gain on the play brings up 4th down and 1 to go for the Lancers.
Got a couple of gentlemen over the Salem side who used to coach for us at one time, and John Rich and Mike McCary.
Both teachers in the building.
Right.
Doing a great job with the Salem
Right.
team. There's it.
Oh,
There's
it's
the first down by
rolling,
Wheatonfeld.
twisting, rolling. First down and a lot more.
This
Down
Reedy
to
kid had
25
great sense
yards.
of balance.
1st and 10, Lances on Salem's 25.
Ball is on the Salem 25.
Clock moving. We're coming down to 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Moving right along. Double receivers out to the right. Snap. Cormier keeper. Cuts back. Gets something out of nothing. Not
That's
much,
right.
but gets something out of nothing.
Cormier on the keeper.
He got himself almost 3, really. My mistake as far as amount of 3. That play to get 3 yards was rather amazing.
I was looking
Good
to
job.
make a handoff there, and he saw that there was nothing there if he made the handoff, so he kept it and cut inside and picked up just those 3 yards. But that was big.
It was.
It was heads up. Twins right, single receiver left.
Snap. Back goes
Cormier drops
Cormier.
back.
Cormier looking, and throws the bomb. It's for grabs, incomplete.
Attempted to pass to
incomplete on the play. Intended
number 7,
for
Cole
number
Keegan.
7, Cole Keegan. 3rd down and 7.
All right.
KO's going
Yeah,
in.
Tyler's in there. Third and 7. Each team has all its timeouts left.
Pat
Minute
Zach
20
to the left,
seconds.
Cole Keegan to the right. Fake
And
the
keep
handoff
it
to the
going
inside.
nowhere. They smelled that one out from the
Yeah.
beginning. It's going to be 4th down and probably, I don't know if they give him a loss in that. 4th down and
He's tackled on the
and 8, I believe.
58, Jared
I'd
White.
call it 4th and 8.
I think if he had given the ball to Connor Dubois there, he had
No
the
gain
corner.
on
He
the
could have
play.
picked up
4th
some
down
yardage.
and
But
7 for the Lancers.
Oh, this is
not a
critical
lot of time
here.
to make that read.
Right. Need this first down to keep the drive going. 4th and 8.
Trips right, single receiver left.
And there's a snap. Back to pass. Cormier steps inside of a potential tackler, but going
Yeah.
nowhere from there.
Pocket closed on him.
Yep.
He
Salem tightened up big time. Good job of tightening up by Salem. Salem takes over. Ball is on the, let's see where they mark it, right on the 25, I think. Yeah, pretty much to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, 26-yard line. 1st and 10, Salem, 26-yard, their own 26. 39 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Game well under control by Salem at this point.
Look for Salem to keep the ball on the ground.
Right, might as well, right? They're being successful on the ground, and they got a huge lead. Why would they break away from it at this point? Man in motion. Balls to the man in motion to this side. Looking for running room. He's got nothing. Breaks away. Oh, almost broke out of that somehow. It took about 7 lances, but great job.
Good
hold up to 2
there.
yards. And I think this will likely end the third quarter, but we'll wait till it becomes official with 20 seconds left third quarter and no reason for Salem to hustle at all.
No.
So I think it's safe to say, well, they're coming up to the line looking, and I don't expect a play go off. They do. They go play fake handoff and go for the pass, and it's complete. Oh, he drops the ball. Had a lot of running room, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, at the end of 3 quarters.
Dominic Pacey, who's already had 2 touchdowns tonight, was wide open.
He was anxious to go. He was going places.
On the left flat, and nobody there.
At the end of 3 quarters.
Cornerback went deep with the wide out.
35.
Our guests, the Salem Blue Devils, 35, and Londonderry Lancers 7. And the refs will mark the ball at the Blue Devils 28-yard line with 3rd and 8 when we resume the fourth quarter. All right, Roger, what do we expect in the fourth quarter, considering the circumstances and everything else? What if you were coach and you were in front of your lineup of blue men there? What kind of comment would you make to them?
If I was the Blue Devils, I'd just keep the ball on the ground, keep trying to get first downs, and kill as much clock as he could. The more time you take off here, the better it is for them. If I was Londonderry, I'd keep the Cormier kid in there, and he has dynamite arm, and I would get my first downs that I could. Or what's been working for them all night is big yardage on first down with the run. If they can do that and then go to the air, you never know. Maybe they can climb in here with a couple quick touchdowns and a mistake by Salem. If that doesn't happen and Salem scores again, look for Londonderry to put their JV team in.
Well, we want to make sure every senior that's physically able to play has an opportunity to play tonight, because it's their last regular season game ever.
And I think most of the seniors have played.
Yes,
they
have. Yeah.
Yeah. There are a few that could play in the second half here that haven't had much playing time. Some that are specialists on special team could get some defensive play or offensive play.
And in motion.
But we're getting close to this.
And back to pass. No, he's going to sprint out to this side, to the left side, for a first down and more. Nice call.
I don't know why he went out of bounds, but
Matthew Soldano.
Matthew Soldano's been pretty solid all day. He's a two-way player.
For a Salem 1st and 10.
And he's quick.
Yeah, he's quick. He makes it, and I like his decision making. When he makes it, he makes it. There's no hesitation on it, and he goes with it. He just the minute he decided the play was what it was, just then he went with it. There was no anything to suggest he might do something different. So.
I mean, but this whole Salem team, the skill players are really fast.
Team. Really skilled. All right, 1st and 10, Salem on their own 42. Pitch to number 3, who's got enough touchdowns to last a lifetime so far. Breaks 2 tackles, breaks another one, and brings the ball down to the 38-yard line of the Lancers.
And Salidas saved that.
Salidas with another tackle.
I mean, now he's ranging to his left as the middle linebacker. That went across the line of scrimmage, 10 yards over the line of scrimmage.
And makes the tackle.
And he makes the tackle.
No, there's nobody else. If he does it, there's nobody else.
Yeah.
Ball is on the Lancer 39.
I mean, you're looking for a safety or cornerback to come up and make that play, and they weren't there. Going left.
Cuts inside. Big hole in the inside. Nice chop down.
Number 22, Josh Maroon on the carry. Tackled on the play.
Well, it's good to know that Ben will be back for another year.
Yeah,
You know.
I
Gain
know.
of 5, second down and 5.
2nd and 5. The Salem Blue Devils fully under control of this game. Ball sits on the Lancer 33-yard line with 11 minutes to go in the game.
Isn't just Ben though. Jack Ogden has been pretty solid middle linebacker too. The two of them make a great tandem.
Ah, boy. Another run. Sorry we didn't grab the number.
Number 34.
34.
Pacey on the carry.
Pacey carrying that ball.
Pacey's had 2
Another
touchdowns
first
already
down.
tonight.
Tripped up on the play.
For the first time of the game, even though the score might say, how could you say that? It looks like the Lancer defense is tired.
Yeah.
Ball is on
But
the
till
Lancer
this time,
21.
they didn't have their hands on their hips and hanging over like that. They are now.
And they've been on defense. a
Yes,
good
so
majority
much
of the
now.
time, yeah.
Except for the first period, the first
Right.
quarter. They were on offense for the most time. Back to pass. Wide open. 2 guys. Number 47 over here, and the other guy, and he over. That's a first bad play by their quarterback, who just simply overthrew a man who was 10 yards ahead of everybody.
But there was where's our 2 safeties?
There was
Where's our
no
cornerback?
safeties, and there was no pressure on him. There was
The
nothing.
only one back there was Shane McEachran. He had his man covered. It
Like I
wasn't behind him.
say, Roger. In all
Yeah.
seriousness, they're
They're
tired.
tired.
They're tired.
They're tired. And that's the mental mistakes,
Yeah.
physical mistakes, mental mistakes that start to happen when you get exhausted.
We're down, closing in on 10 minutes left in the game. Salem on a 2nd down and 10 here. And has a man in motion. He gives it to
Connor.
the inside man. If he makes the corner, he's trouble, but he doesn't make the. Oh, yes, he does somehow.
Josh Maroon.
Somehow got 3 or 4 yards. That guy, I think maybe 3.
Josh Maroon on the carry.
3rd down, 3rd and 7.
And he's a sophomore for Salem, Josh Maroon.
Did a good job getting around that. I didn't think he was going to have a chance at heck getting around that corner. He only gave him 2. All right, be 3rd down and 8 then.
Londonderry needs to stop him here if they have really any real
Third
ambitions
down
of
and
winning
8.
this game or getting back into it or making it respectable. And I think what Jimmy's trying to do here now is he's trying to formulate a team that he's going to put in for the playoff game.
Londonderry calling timeout.
Timeout Lancers. That is their
Yeah,
first timeout. They have 2 remaining.
I wonder what was creating that. Maybe because he just felt they were tired? No, he wouldn't do that for that. Well, this has been a great season. I'm glad you came aboard.
Thank you.
Hopefully, things will go well next week. We'll see what happens.
That game will be in Salem.
Well, it'll
I
be
think it's
at
safe we
Salem
can
at
talk
3.
Check your local listings for the time
3 o'clock,
of the
yeah.
day for that game and next week.
Oh.
Once again, next weekend.
I think Kevin is checking to see the time or whatever.
We're getting word up here in the booth that the game is scheduled for 3 p.m. next Saturday.
Right.
Once again, the Lancers will be taking on the Salem Blue Devils in the first round of the playoffs next Saturday, 3 p.m.
Yep.
Fans can
Kevin's announcing it.
There are a few playoff
in the playoffs.
positions yet to be determined, but will by the end of today, we'll know all the teams that are in the playoffs.
All right, we got a 3rd down and 8 for Salem. Ball sits on the 19-yard line of the Lancers. Salem has a quick second man through handoff that goes absolutely nowhere. It's going to be 4th down and 8. Good defense by the Lancers. Didn't get fooled by the first man through.
Good penetration
Yeah.
to get that second handoff. So it was a double dive.
4th down and 8.
I expect my call on this one, we might as well try to call the plays, is going to be a sweep around the right side.
Is that what you're guessing?
Yeah, it's my guessing. Give me a guess, Roger.
You know what? I'm going to go with a roll to the right and a pass.
And going to pass. There was no roll, but going overthrew his receiver again.
So Donald's pass is incomplete.
Fortunately, he overthrew his receiver.
For number 21, Adam.
Well, then he
Nice
completely
stop by
rolled
the
to his
Lancers.
right, but he did.
No, he
make-
did go a little. He took a half a step to it. We'll give you credit, a half a step to the right. You were closer than me. Well, I did say the right side, so there you go. All right, 1st and 10 Lancers. 9:27 left to go in the game.
Defense
Salem
was
up.
tied, but you know what, Jerry? They
Yeah.
made the stop.
No,
They got the stop. If they can go down and score and do some things, expose Salem's defense a little bit, and then look at that in film, and put that in the game plan for next week.
JW's out. They took JW out.
And they needed to. They need him for the playoff game.
All right. I think it's a very good move. Quick handoff, off tackle, off guard for maybe, I'll give him 2. Ball sits now on the 21-yard line, 2nd down and 8.
Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8 for Londonderry.
Beautiful weather this game. Can't complain about that. Field was overall in great shape. The weather was beautiful. Beautiful fall night.
Dylan
A
Walsh
good crowd.
at wide receiver.
Back to pass. Comier. He had the screen set up, and 43 for the Lancers.
Yeah, Cameron Storrs had that ball right in his hands.
He had
and
good
dropped
yardage
it.
coming, boy.
Yeah. It's
dropped
good
the
to
ball.
see Dylan Walsh in. He's had a tough year.
3rd down and 8.
Unexpected loss of his father, and he's a senior, and it's good to see him in now.
Yeah.
And get some playing time. Pat Zeff to the left, Dylan Walsh to the right. Let's see what Evan goes to the air. Again.
Too much time or a timeout called? Lancers called timeout.
Timeout.
Leaves them 1.
Timeout, Lancers.
No need to save them. It's
That
not
is
going
their
to.
2nd timeout.
You know, I mean, it's not. It's just going to be put in the bank, as they say. They're in conference. What do they talk about, Roger, in this at this point in a huddle?
Well, Jimmy's made some player adjustments here.
Yeah.
So some substitutions in there, and
Right.
just remind them of their job assignments. Run the base play. You know what to do. Look out for this. Look out for that.
Bajek in there on the line, huh?
Tim Bajek,
55, yeah.
Good player.
To see
Junior.
him in there, right? Okay,
KO
fake
and-
wide around, but I don't think he's got any room. Puts his head down and gets what he can. Tyler, give it his best effort. Picked up several yards under the circumstance. It's going to be 3rd down, though.
Fourth down.
4th down, my apologies.
4th down
And
and
Lancers look like they're going to go for it, even though they're deep in their own territory, their own 25-yard line. 4th down. And 4.
And if they don't get it, look for Salem to make some wholesale substitutions here.
Yeah, I would
and
think.
put their JV team in. They've already made some substitutions.
Oh, change
to
the
get 'em
play. We're
offsides.
changing the play. Here we go. Hopefully we don't up another time. That's their final timeout.
timeout. Timeout, Lancers. That is their 3rd and final timeout of the game.
This is the problem, Jerry, when you start putting the younger kids in,
Yeah.
the substitutes in,
Right.
and they don't know the plays well, they don't line up properly, you got to take the timeout. He really wants the 1st down here so he can continue playing the offense and try some things against this Salem defense.
He's got
Maybe he can use those things again next week, you know.
He's got McAllister back in there. It looks like the punt. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
Mike's
sorry.
the punter.
Yeah. So he's going. They've changed their mind. They're going to punt. Were they trying to draw him offside or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been successful at that this year, dropping offside.
Yeah,
They've done a couple
times,
crucial
couple of
first
times.
downs off.
But like last week, a couple of times they got taken on
That's
a
true.
couple of punts that were fake punts that hurt them. Salem's going to put nobody back. It's just going to, again, no reason to take a chance of a fumble in case it's a fake. You got your guys up there. You don't have to worry about that. And it is a kick. It's a shot kick
McAllister on the
out of bounds, back on a 49.
It's going to go out of bounds around the
46. Oh, no, what do we got now?
The JV team
Oh.
is going in for Salem.
He rechanged it.
Yeah,
Out
he
of
was
bounds on maybe when he had. Okay. So anyhow, it's 1st and 10, Salem on the Londonderry 48-yard line.
ball is on the 47-yard line. It would be
Kevin
first
says
down,
47.
10 Salem.
And the Salem JV team is just gone in. And they'll have a new quarterback, number
Right,
7.
number 7.
Kyle Poland. Junior, yeah.
All right, 1st and 10, Salem. Work through the rest of this game. Quick handoff to the left side, and got 2 and got stopped. Maybe 1. Might not even got 2.
Salem will just run between the tackles.
Right.
or-
Tackled on the play by
This is
number
what they
5,
call
Alex Boucher.
Quality time for guys who didn't have an opportunity to play during the regular season or
That's
during
right.
a regular part of a game or critical
right.
parts. That's all.
But I'll take a moment again here to talk about the Veterans Breakfast
Sure,
on November
great.
11th.
No problem. Absolutely.
Katie Sullivan,
Very
the vice
important.
principal who runs the Pay It Forth Club, really needs your help. Last year she had 85 veterans in attendance. Each veteran left with an amazing gift basket donated by one of you. She's asking again for your help. If you can donate a big, medium, or small basket, she'll take them. If you want to give a gift card with a personal note attached,
3rd and 8.
come up with a theme for your basket. And remember to add that personal note, thank you card. The veterans love them. I know I did. I know Jerry did.
Yep.
She needs those baskets by November 7th. So grab your team, your club, your class, your department, your friends, and consider making a gift basket for our Londonderry veterans. You can email Katie Sullivan directly at londonderry.org, ksullivan@londonderry.org, if you are willing to make a basket for her.
Pitch was to number 4.
All right. Ball's on a 41. It's going to be 4th and a long 3.
Tackled on the play by number 54, Ben Salinas.
I'd say maybe 4.
Gain of 4, 4th down and 4 from the 41.
Folks, I
And
want
they're
to tell
going
you,
to punt. He's going to punt. He's going to practice
He's
his
gonna punt.
punting team. He hasn't had to use them all game.
well, it's
pretty much.
his JV team, coach. You know,
Yep.
so
The whole lineup. You think he's going to run the ball and just use his.
yeah,
looks like
he's
a
gonna
punting
punt
unit.
it
he's
deep
put out there. Yeah. Okay.
and
yeah. I
hem
agree.
Londonderry in.
Right.
And Londonderry will have to work hard to get a score.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we say the JV team, but these
Oh,
guys.
he fumbled it. Now he's going to do a quick kick. And it's fumbled by the Lancers, but they have control of the ball, and that's that. It going down to the 36-yard line.
But
So
people
about
don't-
a 7 or 8 yard kick.
That's a hard play to execute, kick on the run.
Yeah, because he fumbled the ball. He didn't have much of a chance besides the
Now
fact.
Londonderry practices
It's
the
all
kick
the time,
on the run.
don't
but
they? Yeah.
It's just not just a kick on the run. It's a read. If you run to the right and there's no one coming up, you can keep the ball and go.
You have an option then.
Right. And Mike McAllister has been very successful at doing that for the last few years.
All right, Cormier's back at quarterback. 6 minutes left to play in this game. I don't know. Coach probably just going to hand it off to.
You
Do
know
you
what?
think he's going to try to?
I think he's going to let Cormier do a few things here. And sure
Yeah,
enough,
he is. Cormier, quick pass off to his right side. Johnson, nice cut back for yardage. Another nice cut. And brings the ball down to the 45-yard line of the Lancers. It'll be 2nd down and a long 2 or a short 3.
I mean, it is possible that Coach Lozon's looking at his options and testing out some personnel.
Right, you might
For the
see some
playoff
changes, right?
I mean, it's a playoff game, and he's going to want to see if he
Everybody and
produces-
everything goes.
Yeah.
Sweep to the left. Little 2, I say by the number. We got a lot of bursting speed for a nice gain to the 41-yard
That's
line
Zach
of
Chow.
Salem.
Good run, Zach.
Sam Craig, by the way, went in. Number 73, who was a senior, has the opportunity to play some just now.
Yeah, good for Sam. Sam,
It's good for a Lancer.
Satch Chow with a nice run in junior. First and 10 Lancers. Clock moving. Coming down to 5 minutes left of the game.
good to see Sam in there. He had some health issues a couple years ago, but he's stuck with football.
High snap. Keeper by the quarterback. Cormier zigzagging himself
There's a
down
flag.
to the 35. There's a flag on the play, though. Ball's down to the 30-yard line, but we'll see. Illegal procedure against the Lancers. We'll replay that one. And 5 yards further back.
Illegal procedure called against Londonderry.
Let's see where they mark this to.
I just saw Ben Sleeters come off the field. He looks exhausted.
Yeah, he deserves every accolade he should get, though. He's played a great game.
Yeah.
All right, 5-yard penalty makes it about 14. It's going to be, I think the way they marked it, it should be 15, but they got 14.
I'm thinking
First
Evan's going to go to the air again here. Got Phil Giandello at H-back, number 48. Toss to
Here's the
Giandello.
toss. Giandello, tough kid, puts his head down. 2 guys hit him. He's still going, and now he's tackled down to the 45. 45-yard line.
On the carry was number 48, Philip Giandello.
He's second down. Second down and about 12.
Gain of 1 in the play. Second down and 15.
You got second and 14 on the board. He says set at 15, and I'm the optimist. So second and 12. Snap. Quick handoff up the middle to Giandello, who just keeps his legs moving. Good job. Big kid. Brings it down to 39.
Looks like Coach Lozon's keeping it between the tackles.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Looks like
Tackled on the play by number
right inside the
85,
40-yard line. We'll call it the
Perez.
39. It'll be third down and about 8.
Gain of 7 on the play. Third down and 7 for the Lancers.
Coming down to 3 minutes left in the
Ball
game.
is on the Salem 39.
And there's the pitch. And back to pass. Cormier sees his receiver open. Hits his receiver, who's number 2.
Zach Chow.
Chow on the catch. Down on the 30-yard line and a first down. Or maybe not. They may want to measure it. Oh, they called it first down.
It's 2 good plays by Zach Chow.
Yeah, he looked pretty good.
And he's a junior.
It's good for a Lancer. First down and 10.
Well, Roger, it's been enjoyable, to say the least, this year.
Been a lot of fun,
Yeah, a
Jerry.
lot of fun, yep. Here's a snap. There's the pitch. It's to Giandello again. Misses one missed tackle. And they finally get him down inside the 20.
Number 48, Philip Giandello
Around
on
the 17.
carry. Flag thrown in the
Oh,
play.
but we have a flag.
Could be a late hit.
Ball sits around, well, it looks like the 17-yard line to me. The man is with the calls against the Lancers for holding.
Londonderry.
Now they'll bring it all the way back.
That's a shame.
Yep, nice run.
Well, Jerry, I certainly had a lot of fun this year.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's been good to have a winning season too. That
Yeah,
helps, you
absolutely.
know. But I enjoyed working with you. This is great. Hopefully, who knows what tomorrow brings in life? But hopefully next year we'll be able to do something similar. Or are you going to be back on the field next year, Roger? Or
I
do you
don't know,
know?
Jerry.
Don't
It's
know?
a couple things need to be decided.
Okay.
And certainly,
First
you know,
down
once
and
you
13
leave
for the Lancers.
the coaching staff, now a position has to open up
Right before you can fill
before
it.
you
Right.
can go back on.
Yeah. So
Evan
see what
Cormier
happens.
on the carry.
Right.
Good luck to you either way. Obviously.
If I'm not playing football, coaching football next
Tackled
year,
on the
excuse
play by
me,
number 19,
then
Joseph
maybe I'll be in this
Calabrese.
chair
Yeah.
again.
Who knows? Yeah. It's
know.
you know. It's not the biggest paying chair.
No, it's not.
0 times 0 times 0, but
Yeah.
it's a good vantage point to watch a game and analyze a game and touch the game in some
Yeah.
way.
And I know all the kids.
Yeah,
so
you
it's-
do,
Second
which helps.
down
Really helps. The input you've been able to give in that respect has been outstanding.
Good catch by Zach Chow again.
Chow's playing some good ball.
On the play to number 2, Zach Chow.
2 minutes, 17 seconds left.
You can see a lot of bright
First
spots
down.
with this team for next year, no matter where they go in the playoffs.
It's good for a Lancer.
And like I said earlier in the season, not many people expected.
I'm
much
one of
from
them.
Londonderry.
And I'm one of them. I'll be very honest with you.
I think the overall thought was that they'd be a 500 team.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But they've gone beyond that. Now they're going to the playoffs.
Right.
For the first time in 4 years.
Yeah. And make it. He catch it?
He caught it.
I think it's
Did
a
he catch it?
touchdown. Yes.
Touchdown.
Yes. All right. Nice catch. We got a replay of that. Here's a replay.
To the left.
By number 22, Alex Tesla.
Alex Tesla, a sophomore.
Number 1, Evan Cormier.
Good job.
So the score is now the Lancers 13,
Like I said, there's some.
Blue Devils 35.
Nice catch.
They were expected to be 500. Now they're going to the playoffs.
Right.
But there is some strong talent for next year. Next year,
They got a lot of good players
they've
sticking
got a lot
around
of
and coming
juniors
up.
playing on this
Yep.
team. They'll be senior laden,
Yep.
and you just saw a sophomore catch a touchdown pass. Zach Chow just caught a few passes. KO has been pretty strong as a sophomore,
Right.
as has Wheatonfeld. So I mean, they've got and Evan Cormier.
Yeah, I think you got a quarterback.
Evan Cormier doing a great job.
Yep.
And the freshman team currently right now is undefeated, 8-0. They finished their season 8-0. And these sophomores were undefeated last year.
Right, last year.
So the program is going
Yeah,
in the right
sophomores,
direction,
right.
Jerry.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely
It is.
going in the right direction.
It
The
is.
coaching staff has made some great adjustments. Howard Sobolov came up to coach the offensive line. Billy Clement, Sam Carey, Mike Bombadier's defense is really starting to take hold. Jim Lozon's offense for 4 years now. This is all these kids have known is this offensive scheme.
Yeah.
And next year's team will just be 3 years with the defensive scheme. So
There's a lot
they
of
have
positives.
solidified.
A lot of positives.
They'll be solid in a lot of areas.
A lot of positives.
Right. And there'll be some adjustments
Yeah,
made.
of course.
You know.
You can't. You got some seniors you're losing that
Right.
that have been so valuable, but you got guys coming up to replace them that have the talent.
I mean,
there's no question. Now see, next year, unlike this year, we're looking forward to it. I am too. To a much, a team that I would expect will win more games than I would have expected this year.
Right.
But this year they had a great season.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with 6-3.
Right. So next year, Londonderry should be projected to be in the mix.
In the mix, in
Should
the
be a
higher
playoff
mix, in the
contending
higher
team
mix.
next year.
I mean, we got to be honest about everything, and we got to say,
Right.
they're
Anything can
underdogs
happen.
going into
Right.
the playoffs. They're underdogs against Salem.
Yep.
That doesn't mean they can't win. That's got to be clear. But they'll take that next step next
Right.
year.
Well, Jerry, there's a few things that happened and gone Londonderry's way tonight.
Yeah,
The whole
could have been different. No question.
the whole
Been much more
complexion of this game
competitive
could have changed.
Much more competitive
right.
game. Right.
So I mean, and people don't understand, but when you get a few touchdowns and momentum shifts,
Momentum's so
it
important.
doesn't matter how much talent the other team
Right.
has. If you have the momentum, you can win ball games.
Mo conquers all.
Yeah, that's right. So my hope is that Londonderry learned a few things tonight about Salem. They make some good adjustments.
right.
They make some personnel adjustments. They make some scheme adjustments. And they come loaded for bear at Salem, 3 o'clock on Saturday. And anything can happen. It's a playoff game.
Absolutely.
And I fully expect Londonderry to come for battle. They're going to battle.
Well, I would hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, they come this way, they get into the playoffs. If they can't be up for the playoffs, then there's a problem.
And, Jerry, this team, these kids, these seniors, they have a lot of heart. They have a lot of heart, and they want to go out giving it their all, and they will. When you have coaches like Art Salidas and Howard Sobolov
Right. A lot of experience, man.
and Jim Lozon, those first two names I mentioned, there's 40 years of experience right there.
Was number 26. Dylan McKeon tackled on the play by number 11, Shane McEachern.
And I'm hoping that the alumni and the Londonderry community comes out to Salem next weekend to root this team on.
Yeah, we'll see. 3 o'clock next Saturday at Salem Stadium. Prepare for a walk, I hope.
Now, there's 25 seconds left,
Yep.
so I just want to give a quick shout out
Yep,
to
give a quick shout out,
our
then we'll-
seniors and
Yep.
the senior night, and but also let everybody remind you once again about Veterans Baskets. November 11th, the Veterans
Right.
Breakfast. Let your veteran family members know that there's a breakfast for them on November 11th.
All right, that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. The final score is the Salem Blue Devils 35, the Londonderry Lancers 14. Hopefully we'll see you next Saturday at Salem at 3 o'clock for the Lancers taking on the Salem Blue Devils for a playoff game and the right to move on. For all of us, including our great producer John and all his friends around, and of course Roger, we all want to say, and me, Jerry Galesian, want to say good night and thank you for
Good night,
following us
everybody.
again. Good night.
Bye.